Oops. Well, that's a mistake. Let's see, Twitch chat. I forgot to test Twitch chat. Alright, Twitch chat works. Luigi Sub-Zero. Mom, I'm on the internet. Looks like we got Hype already joining up. God, the memes are just... I accidentally typed ready, or I tried to type ready in Discord and instead I typed ready. Older memes in the art. He pinned the old memes. I want to see the pinned memes. I hope some of mine made it in. I really should do what I've seen some of the other streamers do and put the Discord in the stream instead of the Twitch chat, just because a lot of the Discord is like a little more active than the Twitch chat is. But, you know, we're just going to do things. Can't believe we're pinning old memes. Toya? Oh man. That's going way back. No, what goes way back is the what was it? My original I'm going to play this game with a DJ controller thing. That's some quality Minute Maid lemonade. Well, we've got quite a variety of quality memes going on right now. But what we do not have is a second player as we wait for Hype's opponent, which is to be Munwolf. Which I don't know who that is, so we'll see if I can ping him in the Discord. Yeah, Twitch, I'm just seeing this at Discord, by the way. Dude says a stream chat delay is spicy. Well, the thing is, if you're not partnered on Twitch, you're just going to get that. Yeah, because this is supposed to be a relatively short cup, I don't know exactly how long I'm going to wait. No, I don't want to use mobile dashboard, even though it seems incredibly convenient. Hype is cycling through his commanders, making the real decisions here. Well, we certainly have stream viewers. We are just certainly missing a player. And don't worry, we're looking for him in Discord. Do-do-do-do. I clicked on guidance instead of community. Good thing there are only approximately 200 users with Wolf in the name. Shoutouts to LeConte for pointing that out. Oh, is there a buzzing sound? That's probably still my... Let me see. Alright, so I'm going to try to listen to myself. And while I do that, the stream audio is going to be muted. Alright, so I'm going to turn the microphone volume way down. As well as the stream audio. So you may have to turn it up on your end on the computer. I'm going to do this test one more time. So I'm going to kill stream audio again, see if I can still hear it. Okay, that sort of fixed it. So basically what's going on there is the gain on a Blue Yeti or similar quality mics are really sensitive. Even though I'm kind of right here on it. If you turn it up at all, it's going to pick up like lunar static from outer freaking space or something along those lines. Pipple, what is wrong with you? Alright, Bad Wolf is bad wolfing. Okay, he needs to restart his computer. He's given us a legitimate excuse, so I will now take this opportunity to sip my lemonade. And what good lemonade it is. And LSR has shown up and left, because, you know, it's not his turn yet. Your Blue Yeti mic doesn't... Oh, bear in mind, this is all... I've told this story before, but I actually... yes, the sign-ups finished already, unfortunately, Chip. I've already started the tournament. Yeah, the... I don't know if I already told the story, but I actually got a discount on this Blue Yeti because it had been... Or at least the packaging, quote-unquote, had been damaged. So... There is a potential that the microphone in turn was also damaged. But, you know, configure. Let's go ahead and get these players' names put in, because that's something I can do with my time. Turn him yellow. Alright, and I'm just, future reference, I'll make your name, whatever it is, in the challenge. You better win then. A little bit of salt from the reigning champion. Anyways, the reason I'm running such a short tournament, and I'm running it on Friday, is for any who are not aware, I'm traveling up to Phoenix this weekend to compete in Undefeated 2017. I'll be playing King of Fighters 14 and Melty Blood, and presumably going 0-2 both times in both. Because last I checked, my first round opponent in King of Fighters is none other than Chris G. And then it's not looking clean and melty either. So I'm just accepting that I'm going to get bodied. But I'm going to have a great time doing it. So, you know, that's all that matters, really. Well, we will continue to wait for Bad Wolf, aka Mun Wolf, to restart his computer. But we'll preview some of the other matches. In our next match of round 1, match 2, we will have TNT Josh going up against the 4-hour late AV Ultima. Next, we'll have Law Steamroller versus Pixton. And then we'll have Nathan versus, I guess it's pronounced Zinio, I don't know. The letter X is very finicky. Also, hello to all the viewers. Nice to see that my stream is so well viewed. You're gonna make me depressed. I'll take that. Don't bother telling me option 2. Man, y'all gonna, like, I don't want to have to turn on the air conditioning. Y'all are gonna have to keep the heat down. Still just kind of waiting. I'm keeping a watchful eye on Discord just in case. Looking in the community now. I can add the best of and challenge and like the notes there. Yes, it is best of 3. I mean, I can, let's see, settings, advanced options, bracket, customizable round labels, hide the seed numbers, quick advance. Permissions, notification. I don't know what this does. I'm just clicking on stuff. Tournament settings are saved. Report scores. Oh, there it is. Best of 3. Best of 3. Best of 5. Oh, wait, that says 7. We don't need 7, we need 5. And we now have multiple squares in the stream, which I'm assuming is our guy, so we will now proceed to kill this window region. And I guess that's the dude. Alright, well, whether or not it's the dude, we are rolling into match number 1 of the Shortberry single elimination tournament. Got Hype on the Archimedes and 5 rectangles playing Hopper. So, looking at the unit selections here, Hype has opted for, if you'll excuse me, I'm trying desperately not to spill this lemonade, that would be bad. Alright, so Hype's got lizards, toads, skunks, snakes, a ever-present fox, and a bullet hive. Looking at Hype, he's running squirrels, falcons, skunks, snakes, owls, and mines. So let's take a look at the map here. Looking at Wolf's side, he's got a pretty easy natural and a pretty easy secondary, and honestly, so does Hype. This map is just kind of small and utterly littered with grist mills, so players should not have any difficulty finding farms. The issue is whether or not he... Oh, no. This isn't the right guy. Who is this? Bad Wolf is spectating. What is happening? Who's playing this? So we have Hype versus the mystery gamer. Round 1. So I guess it's not. I don't know who this dude is. So whoever he is, Hype is scouting him out. He's opted for 8 farms. Hype has yet to... he just now dropped his 8th. And he's actually canceled it. He's going for early Falcons. That's a pretty interesting play. Whereas whoever this guy is has dropped some lizards. And yeah, no, I'm just going to let this match go. I've been told from chat that it's a llama. Llama is not supposed to be here, but you know what? We're going to let the match go on because I've already started casting it, and I want to see how these early Falcons work out. He's dropped some squirrels as well. Looking on the side of our mystery entrant for the Royal Rumble, he's got 9 lizards coming out. Got 3 of them out currently. I'm trying to ward Hype off of his base, but I mean, even if he comes in to see, there's not a whole lot he's going to see. It looks like he might lose his commander, though. Commander will go down, costing him 6 precious seconds of building and scouting time. So, yeah, on Hype's side, storing up a little bit of food. He's going to go ahead and take his first expansion, whereas Llama the Mystery Entrant is having none of that, rather going up to 15 lizards instantly and getting a nice early game army. Now, if Hype could get to the backside, he could start going for skunks, but the question is, are skunks even gonna... Like, obviously skunks are good against squirrels, because squirrels just kind of have to sit there in the gas, but lizards move very quickly. And without a proper number of skunks, they are going to be able to just kind of dive out of the gas if necessary. However, as you can see, he is dropping a couple mines up here on the very desirable high ground. So in the event that this happens... Oh my goodness, huge explosions coming out, and that's a lot of lizards lost. Our mystery contestant is going to have to limp his way back to base, having lost more than half of his army. Hype, on the other hand, is just going to keep throwing the mines down, opting to farm up quite heavily. Dropping some extra squirrels as well. He's got the Falcons up. Falcons are going to work well, but you got to consider this is still a substantial army. He's looking around, though. He doesn't want to go for that same... he knows explosions are going to be up there if he goes. He's trying to find his way around, but he is going to have to go through the water beforehand. Oh, he's found some warrens on the back line. He can pick these off for free. Oh my goodness, there's actually a way down here. He's going to be able to clean up this entire gristmill, and there's barely anything Hype's going to be able to do about it. That is 1 mill down, and Hype's going to sit here and try to defend. He is cleaning up lizards quite effectively, but where are his warrens? They don't exist. The man is utterly warrenless, and Llama's already gone back up to 6 lizards. So now Hype's got to make some crucial decisions, and he is pushing for it. He sees there are a lot of lizards here. He may or may not be able to fight them. I'm not sure if these Falcons are going to be able to deal with it. And Hype has just lost so much there. 9 farms just gone in the matter of seconds. And we got all these lizards just sitting and waiting, knowing that they don't have to do a thing right now. Got some farms queued up. 5 minutes hasn't even hit yet. Now, Hype could be in a worse place, honestly. He's still very good on farms for where he is. But he's only so able to hold off these pushes. And he's doing a great job with the landmines of keeping Llama out. The question is, like, as Sun Tzu said, invulnerability lies in the defense, but the possibility of victory in the attack. He has to go at some point and fight. And this entire time, Llama's just going to be coming around the sides, looking and poking and trying to find mines so he can hopefully not run his entire army through them. Hype, on the other hand, is going to get out a second gristmill and try to start catching up as far as farms are concerned. He's pretty exponentially behind, or at least he was until now that the 5-minute mark is hit. They're almost equal on farms. And if Hype starts building units correctly, he will be able to start taking fights. But he also understands that he's got to stay on top of his farm game in order to do that. And he also understands that Llama is very hesitant to push in because he knows mines are everywhere and they will decimate his lizards. That is a fox warren that's gone down right in front, and it has been scouted out by Hype. But Hype is also losing a lot of health, and he does not want his commander to go down because he doesn't have any warrens. If he loses his hawks, only one set's going to come back now. And if he loses control of his commander, he will lose his hawks in a fight. Llama is now dropping down a couple bullet hives just to defend his high ground. And Hype has found it, but not at much cost, only a squirrel. And squirrels are pretty cheap and expendable. Llama making his way around the side here. He's decided that this will be his next farm. His warren is built for his fox, but it is slow. And getting the idea that it's kind of hard to plant mines in water because they have... Oh, no, he's found his way around the back. There are mines here. So he is going to lose a couple of lizards, but not a sufficient amount to deter him. Down to 9 lizards. Falcon's going to be doing their work, but they've only been able to do so much. And he actually is retreating, so the attack has been repelled, but at what cost? 3 Falcons have gone down. Hype is down to 1. He's trying to pull his way around. He's actually going to take this gristmill, maybe attempting to force some borders around, and also try to pick off at least one farm, which he does. And now he's actually got a pretty good surround on all these lizards who are too busy hitting the gristmill to actually fight the falcons. One hawk has gone down, but it's a large loss of lizards, and now they're kind of pouring in one by one. That's a snake gone down, though. We're down to 1 falcon. 1 has just spawned, so now we're still down at 1. And this incredibly brave squirrel, we're going to call him Tim, was just charging straight for the enemy. This is Tim's brother Steve, and they're going to have to hold against this massive lizard army coming in. Do have landmines. One goes off. It's a significant amount of damage to the lizards, but it looks like Tim is dead, and Steve's left to attempt to avenge his brother as Carl comes in from the side. Not sure why I'm naming these dudes, but I'm having a blast doing it. Hype is desperately hanging on into a game that he really should have lost a long time ago, but Llama's inability to push through these mines is really stopping him from sealing the deal, and Hype's going to go for this expansion again. Now, this time, Llama may be ignoring it. He is kind of coming around the side. Llama's losing a lot of farms here. And now lizards are dropping. And it looks as though Hype is actually going to take this base. And with the base, he's now moving forward, maybe attempting to take a gristmill. And with the lizards pouring in one by one like they are, they're just getting mowed down by flying machine gun fire. This snake kind of taking a little bit of damage as he comes in. Hype doing his best to attempt to actually take down the gristmill. He's lost a falcon. He's down to 1 single falcon, 1 snake, and only 1 squirrel. But he does have landmines, and he does have this gristmill. And he's fighting for it as hard as he possibly can. That lizard gets tagged. He will go down. There was no antidote. He could not get to the doctor in time. And another squirrel warren going to be going down for Hype. He wants to fight here, because if he keeps the fight here, the fight is not near any of his crucial warrens. And despite the fact that there are 18 lizards, there still is no fox. There are no farms, not enough farm for... Llama's finally got it up. The fox is building, and it's building rather rapidly. And here comes a lot of lizards. And machine gun fire is raining down, but that gristmill is going to drop. But because they were busy focusing the gristmill, all the lizards will fall. Only 1 lizard left now, and Hype does have an army to push in with. That is 1 very dead gristmill we're looking at. And now it's been evened out. There's only so many farms that Llama's going to have to continue building with. And with all the poison tags, that's going to be 1 bullet hive dropping. And try as these lizards might, coming in one by one, they're not able to take down the falcons. And here's the fox. The fox could be the difference maker if it's able to stay alive. Falcons have gone down. Fox taking out every squirrel. And now all the falcons are gone, and Hype cannot afford to build more. So now as long as this fox doesn't walk over a landmine and die, this game is now looking very much in the favor of Llama, who was not even in this tournament, I remind you. And the lizards actually scout out the mine, meaning the fox will not be hit by it. That's 2 farms dead, and Hype looks to be in a very bad place. He's had to sell off some warrens and retreat rather far to do that, and now he's starving. So he's doing what he was. He's trying to get his units to focus the fox. There is poison tags down on the fox. The fox is going to die. and will have to be rebuilt. There's no coming back from this without any pigeons, which he doesn't have. But now, Hype's in a bad way. He's going to have to continue selling out. Oh, he's going to lose this. He doesn't have any units. And Llama takes the game. But it doesn't matter because he's not in this tournament. Congratulations to Llama for the most inconsequential game of the century. It's a very impressive game. That's funny. I like it. All right, now he will leave and allow Bad Wolf to come in. Oh man, you always gotta have something weird happening in a tooth and tail tourney, and this is no different. So now, if we could get Bad Wolf into the lobby, and he's here. The man has arrived. The man of the hour, or woman. I don't know who Bad Wolf is. I just know they're a bad wolf or a mun wolf, and he's actually gone with Bellified. I was able to foretell the colors. Let's just darken it up a little bit, and we will go into the real game one of this tournament. Now, Bad Wolf may be coming in with a little bit of an advantage, as he was able to witness that entire last match that was not supposed to happen. It's actually gone with a very similar build to what Llama had, but now both players are using mines. And I'm going to take a sip of lemonade. Alright, so let's zoom out and have a look at this map here. Looking a little bit bigger than the last one. Bad Wolf spawning on the eastern side. He's got a pretty easy to take natural, but after that he's going to have to work to... There's going to be a fight over this north area, because there's a lot of farms up there that are pretty equidistant between the two teams. Hype is over here in the western corner. He's got a pretty good pocket expansion, as well as one out to the east he can take if he wants to be a little more aggressive with it. Both players appear to have scouted each other out, so we'll zoom back in a bit and we'll see what they start building. I don't know anything about Doctor Who, so I don't know if that was an intentional reference or not. What I do know is that we're currently looking at 7 farms versus 7 farms. And we are also looking at no units yet. Bad Wolf is a weird Icelandic dude. He's known for months, and he's jealous because he's Icelandic. Okay. 8 farms for Hype, and 3 lizards coming out for Bad Wolf, who has yet to put down his 8th farm, instead opting for the slightly earlier units. He has queued it up now, so the lizards won't be spawning in instantly. One coming in now, and Hype's actually gonna... Okay, now. Hype's dropped some squirrels, but Bad Wolf will have the first unit out. Whether or not that is anything of consequence, we will have to see. Both players burrowing back. They have determined that they are a relatively short distance from each other on a large-ish map. So let's see how it goes. Hype actually gone for an extremely early pocket expansion, knowing it's back there. And Bad Wolf, his jeans are too tight, so he can't really put anything in his pockets. He has to just kind of put it out front here. But he is pushing forward very early with these lizards. And he's located this mine, which he's able to detonate before it actually goes off. So he's got the explosive ordnance disposal squad in here. And from the high ground, they're actually going to take out a squirrel. But because they are focus firing warrens rather than squirrels, going to come out weaker a bit in that engagement. So 6-6 is the name of the game, but Hype has his early falcons on the way, as well as this extremely early expansion, which he's already started putting farms on. Bad Wolf, 2 minutes in, has yet to look at it expand. He has, however, dropped some toads. And coming around the north side now, maybe doing a little scouting, as well as just kind of... Bad Wolf doesn't know about the pocket expansion yet. His pickpocketing level in Skyrim is admittedly a little too low, so he has no idea what Hype's doing. But he is taking his own expansion. And dropping even more lizards, going up to 12, seeing that mass lizards worked last game, won't want to work this game. Hype's first falcon is almost coming out here, and he does have a couple mines laid down. I don't see where they are, though, because I am not good at seeing things. That's actually the second falcon warren going. Okay, here they are. And just to verify, my pointer is on the screen, so okay. I'll try to move that off a little bit. Bad Wolf's got his lizards protecting his expansion, and he's dropped a couple mines down, which I think Hype will see. Lizards defending their home quite viciously, whereas on Hype's side, the squirrels are just kind of chilling there. Nothing's really going on. Bad Wolf pushing around just a tad, but both players seemingly content to farm up for now. Neither player has looked for a tier 3 yet. As a matter of fact, Hype doesn't even have a tier 3. He just figures Falcons are the only tier he needs. But Bad Wolf dropped Falcons of his own. I don't know if they're Falcons or generic Hawks, but I'm going to continue calling them Falcons just so I can eventually make a Falcon Punch joke. And now 2 lines have gone off, but a minimal loss as far as lizards are concerned, and the toads are following up behind. So that's 1 squirrel warren down, and the other one doesn't quite go down, but Bad Wolf is seeing roughly how many Falcons he's up against. 2 base plays, this tooth and tail. Falling back, Bad Wolf going to put down a couple more farms. He is a little bit behind Hype as far as farms are concerned. But his Falcon should be, he has 1 Falcon out and the other one has not started building yet. But he's got enough units to be able to take this fight, but he spent a little too long running and maybe not enough time shooting. Nonetheless, he is going to be able to pick off 1 Falcon, but he's going to run straight into some mines, and there goes all the lizards. And Falcon has to retreat before he gets his kill. And he actually still may lose this bird. Both birds going kind of slow. Bad Wolf now beginning to deal with a little bit of economy problem, whereas Hype has a float. So we'll see if he opts to actually build anything. And what he opts to build is more farms, investing heavy in that economy. He has dropped the stimulus package. He's ready for people to spend $700 on plasma TVs. And so now he's just going to have to sit and wait. Having dropped all that money into the economy, he's going to have to wait a little bit for it to work, hopefully during his presidential administration. And I've got to stop with the jokes because they're not that funny. But I'm going to continue commentating anyway. If you want a commentary without jokes, you make your own damn tournament. And the fox has gone down. It is melee up in here, boys, and Bad Wolf is the one to drop it. Actually, Fox and Wolf, he's playing Brawl instead. To which I say, shame on you, unless it's Project M. Hype is walling this area off. He's just dropping bombs everywhere. And Bad Wolf may see 1. He actually might get the commander kill. I don't know if he's going to be able to do anything with it. Even if he does push around the side instantly, Hype will respawn pretty quickly. Instead, he's just going to take this time to enjoy his opportunity to scout, harass free. He's not going to know those mines are there, but he will be aware of just the extent of, or perhaps he knows. Oh, and there go all the lizards. Only 2 of 9 remain. That's not a good ratio. And now quite a armada of Falcons coming in. 6 just chewing down the farms. Bad Wolf selling a couple of them off so that he won't lose them. At least I think he sold them off. And now the toads are coming in trying to fight back, but it's just kind of a standoff and everything's dying. Bad Wolf will eventually hopefully be able to repel this as he does have units coming in from the high ground, but it looks like for now, Hype's got his number. Some poison tags have gone out on the gristmill. The gristmill will definitely fall, and that's going to leave him with only 3 farms actively farming. Bad Wolf is in a very bad position, and despite whatever units he may have out, I don't even think the Fox is going to be able to save him. The Foxborn may actually die before the Fox even finishes, and it will. So now no Fox coming out for Bad Wolf. It looks like he's just going to have to call the GG, and he does. Meaning that Hype will go up 1-0 in this best-of-3 series. So if we look at the farm game, the army value is roughly even throughout, but you can see a slight section where Hype just pulls way ahead in income, and then it's just a catastrophe from there. You can buy a 24-inch TV for $100 at Sam's Club. We're living in beautiful times, my friends. Well, let me tell you this. Let me tell you this right here. You want to laugh, brother? You want to laugh? You go on eBay. You're going to go on eBay. You know what you're going to see? CRT TVs. You want a 24-inch CRT TV, you're going to pay even more than that because now they say it's a retro gaming TV. Like they weren't just throwing them away 5 years ago. I'm not even joking about that, by the way. Go on eBay and look up how much like a 24-inch CRT TV with like a built-in VCR costs. They're charging like $200. But we'll see if Bad Wolf can charge his way back from a -1 game deficit in this best of 3 series. Looking on the map in game number 2, Hype is kind of stranded. He does have another pocket expansion. Always got the deep pockets in those pants. He's wearing cargo pants. Bad Wolf going to have to stretch a little further to get to his expansions, but he does have slightly more of them available. Because after Hype takes his first one, he's got to go kind of around the way here. Yeah, CRTs are kind of heavy. But we're going to start chasing commanders here and zooming in. Looking at the number of farms thus far, everybody's dead equal, and they're just doing their scouting. Really debating whether or not these farms, these gristmills over here on the far right, are actually going to come into play. I feel as though if Hype took one, Bad Wolf would never scout it. We'll have to see. Bad Wolf does have kind of a direct path there. I'm glad people are enjoying my dank memes. But for now, Hype dropping 3 squirrels. Bad Wolf has yet to put out a unit, so the inverse of what we've seen last game. Bad Wolf has instead opted for the early 8 farms and has dropped down some lizards finally. He'll have those out in time to deal with any squirrely aggression that happens. Hype's actually sold his squirrels off, and he's gone for, yet again, these early falcons that have been winning him, or at least somewhat winning him games. He's 1-1 right now, although admittedly the mystery challenger was in fact a surprise and not intended. And the first mine has gone down. Hype definitely going to see these. I don't know if he saw that one, though. Probably did. But, I don't know what he can see. Actually, I could know if I, toggled visibility. He probably saw it. I'm going with probably there. It would have been on the very edge of his vision. On German eBay, they're cheap. Unfortunately, I am not German, so I can't buy German CRTs. Even though, according to the dude who sells ShamWows, the Germans always make good stuff. Hype actually going up to the earliest 4 Falcons I believe I've ever seen. But, they're the good unit, man. Why not? Bad Wolf, on the other hand, going to try to defend with landmines, and I see a slight problem. These are landmines, not air mines. Hype actually dropping the bullet hive to deter early aggression. I honestly think he's got a very sound strategy. And even though Bad Wolf is able to kill off the commander, he's actually put the early fox in the back. I don't know if that's going to be the answer to 4 falcons, 2 of whom are already, or at least one of whom's already flying. He's going up to 6. You know what? 6 falcons. Why not? Hype's going to come through. He's going to see at least one of those. He's going to pull away to the side here. What does Hype do in this situation? That is the real, or what does Bad Wolf do in this situation? That's the real question, because he's got 9 lizards. He's going to have to start massing them up. I don't know. Well, he wants the flying vision. That's understandable. He's going to need it. He's also gone up quite high on resources. I don't know what the plan is with that many. He's dropped a sniper balloon. I like that move. Hype definitely saw it go down, though. If there's one thing I can say about Hype, he's not scared to lose his commander while scouting. He has respawned. He's at 4 of his 6 falcons. Now, let's just go 8. 8. This dude wants the Air Force, and he wants it now. He wants an entire squadron of A-10s just brrrting down. Shipping would definitely be expensive. Now, Bad Wolf has decided the answer to all these falcons is a lot of lizards. I don't know if that is the answer. All I know is we've not seen an expansion yet. So maybe with the assistance of the fox, he will be able to bring some of them down. But, he's got to see now just how many falcons he's dealing with. Hype's got the precise build timing, and The lizards coming in. We are going to see a face-off. And Hype actually building a gristmill right there. And the sniper balloon never actually finished building. And we've got a bit of a standoff here. We've gone down to 5 falcons, but where's the lizards? They're gone. And it doesn't look like that balloon's going to finish building. The fox is the only thing to deter additional aggression from Hype. And he is picking off squirrels, but there's only so much he can do. The lizards are rebuilding, but it's going to take some time. However, the fox, one by one, systematically eliminating the Air Force here. I was not aware that he was going to be able to one-shot them because I'm a bad commentator. But now the tables have turned. 2 farms have gone down. As long as he doesn't lose this fox, it looks like Bad Wolf might be sitting pretty. And here come all the lizards. And sitting in the back, the fox actually able to pick off so many lizards. The Air Force has possibly been countered. And now Hype may be regretting not expanding. Despite the fact that he does have plenty of falcons being built, he's just not able to keep up with the production demand. He's out of food. Things are being sold off. It looks like this might be Bad Wolf's game. Once again, proving why Fox is so dominant, both in Tooth and Tail and in Smash Brothers Melee. He's reached his final destination of Hype Space, and he's just taking out farm after farm like it's stock after stock. Sitting on only 5 HP, he doesn't care. There are practically no farms left for Hype. And Hype is in a very bad way. Defending to the bitter end, but it looks like that's going to be it. One more hit, and it's over. And Bad Wolf has evened this up to a 1-1. With a very, very impressive fox timing. I don't know if AV Ultima is speaking rodent or some Slavic language that I can't speak. But I do know Kasha is the fox's name. Kasha is also the Russian word for hot cereal, such as oatmeal, grits, cream of wheat, or buckwheat. Buckwheat's actually very popular in Russia. Why am I so slow? I'm just bad. That's basically it. But Wolves are also bad, and they take second games. We're going to see if they take third games. Having a look at this map, Hype has one pretty easy forward expand to get to, and there's one right between his base and Bad Wolf's. But Bad Wolf doesn't have... Actually, he does have some pretty simple expansions, but they are very attackable by Hype. Both players now worked out sort of the crescent shape of the eastern side of this map, and I don't think the western side is going to see much play. Unless Bad Wolf wants to really pocket an expansion hard. Yeah, buckwheat is actually really good. I'm a grits guy personally, but that's just because I'm originally from the South. I mean, I'm in Arizona now, and Arizona's South, but it's not the South. Anyways, looking at the game thus far, both players on 7 farms and have yet to build any units. Probably going up to that 8th farm before they do so. Hype actually dropping 3 squirrels while still on 7 farms. Bad Wolf opting for the 8 farms before he continues building. And they're just going to go scout each other out again. However, we've seen time and time again that if Hype shows up and he likes what he sees, he hasn't had time to actually cancel these squirrels, so they are going to come out. But he is known to cancel squirrels into just super early game falcons, although they did not save him last game. Bad Wolf going to drop 2 sets of lizards, going up to 6 already. Tourney idea, no expansions allowed, which speed things up and keep it more interesting. Well, the thing is, I've seen some games before that were kind of like that in previous patches. Hype actually walling off Bad Wolf's access to his base with some units, or at least that entire side of the map. Hopefully, Bad Wolf won't pull through there with too many lizards. Hype actually going ahead and taking this middle expansion. Bad Wolf got to consider carefully now. He's going to try to go around the side, but he's located 1 mine. May figure that there's a second there. You're going to lose that lizard pretty quickly. So for now, it looks like this expansion belongs to Hype, and there's not a whole lot Bad Wolf can do about it. He is building up a substantial army, though. He's just got to give it time to build. Only on one base, though. 2 minutes in, so it's not that bad at this moment. A mine put right where the last one was. And Hype is just trying to bait this lizard army into the mines, but Bad Wolf has said, no, I'm just going to go around the long way. Except, doesn't look like he can. It looks like this might be his only way up this hill. So he kind of, he knows the mines are there, and he kind of wants to poke in to get at them, but he can't really. So he's going to go up, he's going to see the warrens going down, he's going to take a couple shots, and he's debating what can he do. He's dropped his own mines, Bad Wolf has, but they blow up. He's trying to pull in and pull back, so he has detonated the mines, but he lost more than a few lizards, and now they're going down again, and he's not going to be able to cancel them. So, despite going in, he wasn't able to get the mine cancel off. So, they will be up. He's trying to find his way around, but the tops of these trees are blocking the way, because, you know, that makes sense. So, one mine has been exploded. He can go around the left side, but he's going to have to explode the other mine now. And he is pushing in. He's got the high vision, but he's now outnumbered by the squirrels. And there's going to be skunks coming in as well to stop the spam. So, Bad Wolf is in a bit of a bad spot. And I would say falcons might be the answer to this, but he has to take the time to build them. Although, if I'm Bad Wolf right now, I'm looking at, okay, I can't get up this hill. I need to expand. Hype is focusing all his effort on keeping Bad Wolf off this hill. Sniper balloon's actually another good plan. A little cheeky, but if the squirrels can't get to it, and there's no mines now, so nothing to stop Bad Wolf from going up there, beside from his current egregious lack of units. He sold the sniper balloon off. I guess he had to. It's a little unfortunate. But now he's got to focus on some base defense. He's lost one farm. Mines are going down. And in more ways than one, because they're not finishing either, so they're getting killed. And now there's gas all over Bad Wolf's side of the map. And he calls GG, not seeing a way out of the situation. So Hype is going to take it 2-1. And will advance. And unfortunately, as this is a short tournament and single elimination, Bad Wolf will be eliminated. But good games to both players. So our next match is going to be TNT Josh versus AV Ultima. I'll ping you in the Discord. Please report. Alright, the next two players have been pinged. AV Ultima's peacing out. He needs to go AFK. AFK, see me in 3 hours. He needs a solid 12, yeah. Well, I need a solid player in this game. Continuing to wait on our players. So Josh is offline. Yeah, I'm seeing Nathan's playing Counter-Strike right now. It appears that Nathan's playing Counter. I think these guys share a computer, so well, I mean, the game does have split screen. We'll see if Pixton's here. I'll take any of the matches right now, just as long as we can continue playing. Split screen onto a... Well, we'll sit and we'll wait for the moment while we attempt to get some dudes in here. Alright, so we got LSR in here. But where is Pixton? Even though I can forgive him for taking his time to show up because he admittedly isn't even supposed to be playing yet. Oh, hey, I just noticed Nathan's actually in one of the battle rooms. Hey, shoof. The real question is, where is Pixton? And there's Pixton. So, Pixton locking in the yellow. Just to starboard we go. We gotta configure some settings here. Reset. Alright. Into game one we go. Just as soon as I get situated here in this chair. Alright, we got the early game disconnect going into game one. Pixton versus LOL Steamroller, and man, we are at the marina here today. Got multiple piers, multiple places to dock your boat, and farms everywhere. This is definitely the East Coast. Alright. You want some singing to fill the downtime? Yeah, let me go get my banjo real fast. But for now, we've got a not quite yet heated match between LOL Steamroller and Pixton. Steamrollers and pigs, I don't know what their beef is with each other. It's actually pork. But neither player yet to, or both players yet to build anything. 7-7 is the score at the moment. Queuing up farms left and right, but no units being built yet. Not a whole lot of building space. Oceanfront property is apparently quite high value because there's a little too much ocean and not enough property. So how do you join the tournament? I host Strawberry Cups generally every other weekend. So whenever there isn't a Clash of Comrades tournament. So not next weekend, but the weekend after that, I should be hosting another one of these. Yeah, I given what Chad is saying, yeah, if people don't show up rather than DQing them, if it's still the first round, I might opt to replace them. So if you stick around and somebody fails to show, we'll see. However, this Bullet Hive doing work, this Mole Rush not doing work. This Mole Rush is quite unemployed at the moment, and despite the fact that Pixton's got a decent resource float, Lost Steamroller had a better one. And here comes the Badger. It's time for 6 Badgers, 2 mushrooms, and a snake. But you know, that's an old meme people don't remember. I bet they don't remember Magical Trevor either. There's 2 Badgers. Lost Steamroller, he don't do stuff normal. He does stuff his way. And what's so sad is Pigston's preparing the loveliest little defense, and it's just gonna... One Warren's done. There's not quite the food to build it yet, but I don't think Pigston was able to see in the back. He doesn't know what he's in for. He might know now, but is he going to be able to stop it in time? He's got plenty of squirrels, but I don't know if plenty of squirrels is going to be the answer against 2 big, angry badgers with big, angry machine guns. And now Lost Steamroller decided, no, we need 2 guns here. We're just going to one-base this as hard as possible. Pigston going up to 15 squirrels. He's going to try to break the base. He's now starving or stopped up on food, but we got 2 badgers building now, and one's almost out. And chain guns are chain gunning. Mines are exploding, and Pigston's going to get forced back. And these chain guns are now portable. Pigeons have gone down, and we're selling off some... we're getting some squirrels for a little bit of meat shield. No, we're not. We're getting some squirrels for a little bit of meat shield again. We got to make sure we're getting our pigeons out, as well as, 2 badgers, because why not 2 badgers? Got lizards, got squirrels, got no expansions. I don't know, how you're going to be able to defend this. God, I'm speaking white raw all of a sudden, and here they come. 2 badgers with a pigeon each. And the guns are spinning up. We got that high ground vision. It looks like one of them's going to go down, but the other one's already spun up. And he's just massacring things, but he's losing a lot of HP. And he hopefully, if he finds a mine with his feet, he's going to be in trouble. But it looks like, he's found it. On extremely low HP, but healing up. And now since the commander's dead, it looks like that might be all she wrote for Pigston. Dropping the badger back to heal up just a bit. He's managed to take 1 farm and just dropping units left and right. But now the squirrels are coming in, and that's going to be game. Cheeky and almost failed, but Lost Steamroller's ridiculous 2 badger gambit plays off. Pays off and plays off. So yeah, I'll give him a nice little +1 here. Who is scheduled to play after these 2? Well, the next matches are going to be Nathan and Zinniu, and TNT Josh and AV Ultima. Lost Steamroller presumably has to restart his PC, or at least restart the game, or something. Or, wait, maybe Pigston. I don't know. I'll check the Discord. Dum, dum, dum. So you'll wait and determine what's happening. How do you sign up for the next Strawberry Cup? I will post a sign-up sheet in the Discord multiple times. Hey, it's Brepost. Pigston trying for the sneaky, cheeky, breaky chameleons. Lost Steamroller, he's not bringing Badgers this time. He knows that's the kind of thing that only works once. Pigston, on the other hand, is like, or does it? And man, these bases are right across from each other with a multitude of ways to get around. If ever there was a game for chameleons, I'd say it'd be this one, if you can be sneaky with where you put them. And he's got plenty of high ground to be sneaky with, but can you sneak one past LSR? Lol Steamroller is the king of being sneaky. And also just doing crazy things. But I mean, look at all this random high ground. Just, there's plenty of places to move chameleons and plenty of places to build chameleons. Just gotta be smart about it. One thing I don't like is he didn't take any, what is this? What is this? Lol Steamroller, what is this? I mean, I don't know. I guess that's legal. I didn't make a rule expressly forbidding it. There used to be, yeah. What is this queso right here, man? What is this sur? Yeah, that's game. It's over. Well, since I didn't say you couldn't do that, yeah, I'm rolling with that. That's a 2-0 for Lol Steamroller. And I will consider a brief rewrite of the rules, because that was amazing. All right, then. Well, Steamroller with the handy 2-0. So up next we have TNT Josh and AV Ultima, or Nathan and Zinyu, depending on who shows up. So please join my current lobby if you can. Thanks, Xander. I saw your Discord comment. If there's some extreme debate in chat over whether or not what Lol Steamroller did was okay, but I mean, you know, it's it happened. The only reason I single out those guys is because they tend to be in the same spot. So let's jump in the voice channel and see if we can bother him. Hey. 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 There's a statement with a clip. All right, we're gonna try one more time. Hey. Yeah, it's gonna be replacements. So, we'll auction off TNT Josh's spot first, since it appears that AV Ultimate is actually here. So, who's it going to be? Sophia? If you could please report into the game, and I'll go ahead and fix this for you. Alright, that's one sub done, and then we're going to go for... I think Chip from Space wants in. And now people are requesting who play, or like people are requesting specifically who plays who, and I don't think that's fair. So we're gonna do heads or tails. If it's heads, Sophia will continue playing AV Ultima. If it's tails, then Chip will play AV Ultima, and I'll switch them around. So we shall flip this Celica A Mercury keychain because I don't actually have a coin handy. And it is tails, so we will be switching. And Chip will play against Sophia, and AV will play against any of you. if you need to add or reorder participants. All right. Challenge, why you gotta make this so hard? Okay, I guess I've got to reset it and then fix it. So that's unfortunate, but you know, it's what you gotta do. We'll restart the tournament. And we will report scores. Hype. 1-1-1. Sorry about the delay. Law Steamroller 2-0. And it will now be Sophia versus Zinyu. So, if you could please report into the game. Yeah, Sophia, Zinyu, and AV and Chip. The issue was, and the reason I flipped a coin is because otherwise the order was arbitrary as to who I put in first. So if I wanted somebody to play against somebody else, just somebody get in the game. All right, I'm going to remake the lobby because Sophia is having a technical difficulty, so we will remake the lobby. All right, now we got Sophia. Okay, now we got dudes. I'm seeing a lot more Archimedes love this game, or this tournament, than there generally is. And a disappointing lack of Quartermaster, with the exception of Wall Steamroller. Alright, let's load in game one here. Let's see what we got going. Alright, so Sophia is running with Badgers, and Zinyu using a unit I've not seen in a very long time, the Wolf. As well as another unit I've not seen in a while, the Artillery Cannon, which I tend to call the Howitzer for some reason. I mean, that is a brand. That's a make and or model, but either ways, we got a fair amount of water, got a kind of swampy area. Sophia on some comfy high ground with an interesting little back area that I don't think you can build too much in, besides maybe like a sniper balloon. Whereas Zinyu kind of right in the middle of everything. He's got this nice little long sneak around spot here where he can build at least some stuff. And a pretty easy access expansion. Sophia has two pretty easy access expansions with a couple more off to the side. Either way, I don't see this game getting too far past two expansions, but we will see. Sophia actually stocking up a huge amount of food. Going ahead and dropping some more farms now. Putting Sophia on even terms with Zinyu. And also dropping the first warren, going to be squirrels. Steamroller only plays Quartermaster when Archimedes is taken. All right, let me ask you this, chat. What's the best Archimedes color? Is it yellow or is it purple? Zinniu's dropping 2 squirrel warrens. One I'm starting to build. Sophia will have the first squirrel out. And they're both on somewhat approximately equal farm. I'll zoom out for now and just kind of observe from a bird's eye. We've got purple from Brepost, wine is fine from Hype, what happened from Chip. Yellow from AV Ultima. Zinniu pushing in, but Zinniu getting shot to pieces. And chat tends to agree with me that it is purple that is in fact the best color. Sophia gonna put down some turrety death. But Zinniu building probably enough squirrels to push through it. He's just kind of snaking around, scouting around. Nobody's yet built their second expansion. God, I can't talk. What's my problem? Fix me. Up to 12 squirrels now for both sides. Just the 1 turret advantage from Sophia. But Zinniu's already dropped his first expansion, and he's gone for 2 farms on it. Intending to pull ahead in the economic game, perhaps. Sophia, on the other hand, is... oh, she actually can get all the way down there and build some lovely ferrets. I'm assuming it's a she, just because of the name. I don't know. In 2017, you can't be assuming people's genders like that, I guess. But, nonetheless, the red player will move up to the high ground and then get shot to pieces. Zinniu pushing forward slightly as Sophia waits to respawn. Those ferrets are on their way. 1 coming out slowly, and Sophia decides, okay, we need more turrets. Let's make it 2. Probably a smart move defending that high ground. Zinniu will see it, and he's going to get shot to pieces before he gets to the back. Second set of ferrets going down, up to 4. I like 4 ferrets as opposed to 2 ferrets. Did I just assume that name's gender? What has science created? What have memes created? And what I didn't see is also there's a whole other section of high ground over here that Zinniu can come up. You still got to go through the turrets to get back behind Sophia's base. Sophia's actually taken, of all the expansions Sophia could have taken, this one over here to the side, which I don't think Zinniu's seen. He saw her go in that direction. Oh, but here's the howitzer. Just standing right there. It's a giant brick wall of bricky angriness. And a sniper balloon right beside it to both provide scouting and shooting. And 3 lizards that aren't quite built yet. But nonetheless, Zinniu pulled way ahead in farms. Sophia is really doing well at this whole defend stuff with turrets game. And Zinniu just has no way of getting into that back. He doesn't know what's building back there. Or in this case, actually built. The ferrets are actually just going to sit there and be invisible. And Sophia also intending on putting something way out here. Could be a badger. I don't know what else you would hide out there that far. And definitely saving up a lot for it. And this is just a stalemate. We got the standoff right here. Throw down another farm, because why not? And, you know, just let them sit back there. They're comfy. They'll take a break. They just hired, but they're already taking leave. Now, Zinniu is able to push up here. He's going to get shot at. He doesn't... There's actually been more farms thrown down after he already got up there. But he's dropped his own wolf, and it looks like we're just going to see one major fight. Now, Sophia coming through this way and scouting, I think saw the tier 3. Man, there's a lot of units milling around over here. Now, the badger isn't going to start building just yet because even more ferrets have gone down. And it's kind of starved for the moment. Will come out very shortly. And wait for it. Wait, how much does it take now to build a badger? Now here it comes. Now Zinniu is going to scout the tier 3 Warren. Probably doesn't know how long it's been there. It's probably safest to assume it's been there a while. But man, let's just... The stare down is real. We got one base almost entirely gone for both players, and just we got like the Great Wall right here, or the Berlin Wall, or the I don't know. I'm not gonna make the wall joke. You guys can fill in whatever joke you want. And we got more lizards going down, or squirrels, because, you know, why not? Sophia primarily waiting for that badger to come out, seeing that there is, in fact, another newer, weaker gristmill over here. And there's some ferrets over here just kind of chilling and shooting. That's what they do, is chill and shoot. But looking to see if there's any similarly sneaky ferrets coming out, and not seeing any, Sophia will burrow back to the base. That badger's ready, so might be thinking about going, but just, or nah. It's a stalemate. More ferrets. But the wolf is up, and there's a second one actually being built. And another howitzer going down as well. This might be the time to strike for both players. And here it comes. Lots of artillery being dropped from these ferrets on both sides. And it's kind of hard to tell who's lost what. Now, that one howitzer is not going to finish being built. And the badger's slowly starting to spin up. It gets melted instantly by the buffed units from the wolves. 2 wolves now, and really looks like the ferrets are the only thing left from Sophia, and they're going to go down now too. So there's 5 squirrels, but they're kind of on the back lines. And although the turret, or the artillery cannon rather, was eliminated, Sophia really just didn't do enough damage. We'll tunnel back to base, but now has got to begin the long process of rebuilding every bit of army she just lost, while she's got 2 pissed off wolves with a huge army knocking on her door. That turret was not long for life, and now here comes a huge array of buffed units. Sophia is now starving and doesn't have a whole lot to defend with. No more farms to take at the home base. And try as they might, 2 turrets can't hold out against this many units, especially not when they're buffed. So it looks like this first game is going to go to Zinniu, because there's just nothing left in the tank for Sophia. And therein lies the dangers of a stalemate. One fight's all it takes. Because you can see where Zinniu's army valley just spikes here, and you can see where Sophia's plummets. So 1-0 for Zinniu. Let me lean this chair back a little bit. That hurt. My workout was ridiculous. Sophia thinking carefully about that army choice. Now going for the owl instead of the badger. And sniper balloons instead of turrets. The DX Racer is a magnificent poison. Thanks for asking. It is wonderful. So, having a look at this map here, we've got, look at the amount, like the pyramid over here. Quite impressive looking. I was going to name off a, like, ancient Mayan ruin, but Zenantinich. I'll call it Zenantinich. Zenantinich is located in Belize, just outside Belmopan. I've been there before. It's actually really pretty. Oh, I have heard that the ruins of Altun Ha were partially bulldozed by people wanting to get gravel for a highway. And that's just kind of a travesty. Both people kind of waving their flags at each other over here and looking at how many farms there are or aren't. And it... not sure what Sophia's doing, stocking up this much food. Just okay. 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 Zinniu, on the other hand, is already a little bit ahead in farms. Because the problem with throwing down 2 warrens that quickly is they're not going to be able to build. It may have been initially intended to be a T3 rush, but it doesn't look like it will be now. Are they worth the price? That really depends on how much you value your chair. Now, I like the little back pillow and all that good stuff. And I just like how overall big and cozy it is as opposed to the fold-out chair I was sitting on before. Let me put the commander chase thing on. Getting a little cozier. Both players slowly building up and going for the early ferrets again. I have no idea what I'm talking about, by the way. Lots of shootiness happening. And Sophia sees the army heading, beelining straight for her base. And is throwing down Warrens, which I don't think will pop up in time. I really think that money would have been better spent on a sniper balloon. But Zinyu just kind of poking around. He may decide to go for this super high up expand instead. Trying to get ferrets on the high ground, give him a better shot, literally. And now here comes the fire. That's one squirrel tragically exploded upon. And several more in the process. You gotta micro units around when your opponent's got the jump and they've got ferrets. That's one farm dead, one ferret dead. Warren's getting sold off before they get dead. That's already a huge advantage for Zinyu. And just the little explosions taking out a lot of farms. Another ferret has spawned and is attempting to fight back, but there's only so much one ferret can do against an army this large. So if you're doing the smart thing, trying to absorb some of the impact, but it looks like the damage may have already been done. Lots of units going down, lots of Warrens going down. And now it's just piece by piece. Zinni's dismantling this base. He's actually got the Lizard Warren right here for the easy and quick reinforcements. And just, there's not enough farms to keep up with the demand here. Although there's honestly not enough Warrens to create the demand anymore. And that's going to be GG. Zinio taking it 2-0. So with that, it appears that if I can open up challenge, Zinyu will advance 2-0 to face Lol Steamroller. And now it's time for Chip from Space versus, wait, yes, I would like to create a match. I would like to be a spectator. AV Ultima versus Chip from Space. Ping him, he said he pinged. Needs to be pinged. Chip from Space, our reigning Strawberry Cup champion, and AV Ultima. Alright, Chip has appeared, repping the Quartermaster. Figure reset. What is this in my chat? Nah, this is the quarterfinals. Also, brief shout out while I might. AV Ultima has a board game he's developed and it's playable on Tabletop Simulator called InterQuest, and it's dope. Ask him about it. Yeah, I would really love to get the Twitch emotes working in the IRC viewer. I'll actually look this up after the stream's over if you'll remind me. But for now, I would like to remind the audience that we got a game going. Apparently 21 viewers in chat. Really enjoy seeing all you guys coming out and watching this game. Or not necessarily coming out. You could be just simply sitting in your room. My next cup is going to be 2 weeks from now. But there should be a Clash of Comrades event probably next weekend. So if you'll just poke around the Discord, you'll see stuff popping up here and there. My advice is play every tournament you can get, play every match you can get, and ask players everything about why they do this, why they do that. Ask them to watch your replays, what you might be doing wrong. Because that's really how you get better, is playing against good people and having good people give you advice. But looking at this, two very good players, AV Ultimate and Chip from Space, spawning right across from each other with a couple of bases in between. This could be a very straight and narrow game with a lot of small T1 unit skirmishes. But both players have units incredibly good versus T1 units. AV Ultimate with the Tier 3 Badger, and Chip from Space with Uncle Butters, aka Uncle Butter, aka Boar with a flamethrower. That is kind of cheating. Despite the immense delay, that is kind of cheating. So I like this little island with no purpose. It's kind of sad. You can't really build anything out there except moles. Or mines, or like barbed wire. I guess you could have barbed wire mines to defend your moles. Anyways, both players kind of running at each other. 8 farms and no units yet. Just scouting. Squirrels going down both players extremely similar times. That's what we call heel logic in the wrestling business. It's not called cheating, it's called being smart. And I have a text message. And I don't know what it says. But what I do know is both players have 1 squirrel, but AV Ultimate is in the process of building slightly more of them. Sorry about the delay here. Got some people going to be coming over in just a moment, so back to casting this game. 9 squirrels, 6 toads versus 12 squirrels. And it's looking like a pretty tight race. AV Ultimate going to be the first one to expand. Chip from Space, on the other hand, taking his time, bringing toads in, debating on whether or not to explode them. And we could be looking at our first skirmish of the match. AV Ultima with the high ground, saying it's over Anakin, and actually managed to pick off the toads. That's huge. And the gristmill is built, so AV Ultimate has won this exchange, and will celebrate by placing down 1 bit of barbed wire. Going up quite high in the squirrel count. Chip from Space trailing behind a little bit, but he does have toads. Everything can change depending on where the explosions end up. And yeah, every time I cast Tooth and Tail, it's always a party. Chip from Space trying to scout from the high ground, but also trying not to get shot in the face by squirrels with pistols, which logically is sound. AV Ultimate deciding, you know what, squirrels are working, I'll keep making them, going all the way up to 21. And now AV's kind of floating food. Doesn't really seem to want to be building lots of things exploding really quick. Big skirmish, and AV Ultimate's actually losing a fair amount of squirrels due to the toad explosions. And he's on the back foot now. Even though the squirrels are focusing the gristmill, gristmill is going to fall. And so that's a somewhat, not huge, hefty loss for AV Ultima, but he has lost a fair bit. Chip going to fall back now. Lots of healing. But Chip's taking the high ground. He's also taking a base. And he's looking to maintain dominance here. And lots of explosions. AV's come forward, but it looks like he's going to be decimated by several toad eruptions. Hey, what's up? And now it's looking like AV's definitely on the back foot. Several squirrels kind of pushing their way in. He's got no way of building a gristmill, and he's going to have to start losing some warrens. One of them being taken out by squirrel pressure. And he's hiding behind him, trying to shield himself from some of the damage. But his squirrels still fall. And despite the fact that Chip's having a hard time continuing to reinforce, it looks like he's kind of got AV Ultima's number here. AV Ultima's all the way down to 12 squirrels, now to 9. Only 6 on the field. And he's just kind of out of gas. And Chip's going to push in and start having to take farms from AV Ultima's initial base. And with 5 minutes approaching, both players going to be on limited farm. And AV Ultima's just going to call it. Game 1 goes to Chip. Oh. Come on, XSplit, behave. Oh, I see what's going on. Boy. It's not what I want. What's up?
What game is this?
Tooth and Tail. It's a. I think I've told you about it before. It's a RTS.
Right.
I don't know why I muted my headset mic. That's not even the one I'm using.
Well, it doesn't really matter.
No. Still having some discussions about machine gun nest rushes here. Gonna be pushing into game number 2 now. AV Ultima versus Chip from Space. AV's got a couple of pretty easy expansions. Chip having the one up on high ground, but it's more towards AV Ultima's side. Pretty easy to attack. And both players opting for the boar this time. There's always awkward conversation. Nah, I told you guys somebody was coming over. I've got a couple neighbors who come through from time to time. We all work at the same place, so on and so forth. Anyways, somebody's spamming. The Dorito. Okay, so the like the actual regular Twitch emotes work in the chat, but not Franker Face Z or any of those, or Better Twitch TV. So I've got to work on that. But anyways, still, I think 8 farm then units has just become the standard now. Maybe 7 farms plus units if you really want to get them out early. But look, we've also got a lot of water on this map. Not a whole lot can be placed right here. Maybe if you build this grist mill, you can have the opportunity to sneak something over there. But it had to be a one-space thing, so I guess sniper balloon. Which neither player has. So, I mean, what can you do? Yes, a machine gun rush may have worked here. Maybe. Sub-emotes don't work because I don't have oh. Yeah, sub-emotes don't work. I don't know how to fix that. I'll look into it. AV Ultima dropping some mines right outside of his base. Twitch telling me that I have been followed by people. That's awesome. Thank you for following me. But what I'm trying to follow right now is this game. And squirrels versus lizards, pretty equal counts. AV Ultima also going with toads, seeing as that's what beat him last game. He needs to incorporate them into a strategy this game. And very, very similar army counts right now, but AV Ultima opting for the mines, which are in a very clever place. Definitely going to keep the enemy back. Because no matter what, Chip is going to have to go through there. Who's that pocket watch guy? Some nerd. Calls himself watching. Like, what are you guys doing? Why do you guys meme so hard in my chat? So Chip's just kind of standing and guarding his base, building a few more toads, knowing that they're what worked last time. But AV Ultima is also opting to start pushing into ferrets, and he's got them pretty well hidden behind his base. I don't think Chip's going to scout those, although he has all the space in the world to be building somewhat hidden units. Chip from Space, on the other hand, doesn't really have a whole lot of hiding space. I mean, he could, but he would have to start blocking things off from that top farm area. And you can't build turrets on fertile farmland. Chip from Space scouting in a little bit, seeing that there's not a whole lot of stuff. You may start wondering if there are... Well, he's definitely found the mines now. That or assuming that on February 25th there is going to be a rookie tournament. Yes, I forgot about that. I'm also being spectated by some dude called Appleseeds. I don't know who you are, but, you know, hi. Hey. So, Chip from Space now on 15 squirrels, 6 toads, maybe Ultima, 12 lizards, 3 toads, 2 ferrets, and mines everywhere. He's playing like the reverse minesweeper. He's playing mine unsweeper. And he's positioned his ferrets on the high ground, maybe looking to go around the side with lizards. Actually, no, he's microing them in. He's looking for some cheap hits on Warrens, which he is getting. Also getting not necessarily any cheap hits on units. Lost a couple lizards there, but didn't lose his ferrets, and that's the important thing. Lizards are replaceable. Ferrets are expensive. And he does not need to be losing them. Chip from Space, on the other hand, just decided, you know what? Squirrels. However, those ferret shots are connecting a little bit. And try as they might, the toad detonations aren't actually doing all that much from Chip from Space because AV Ultima's got his own toads. So it's kind of evening out, blast for blast. But from the back lines, these ferrets are doing work. And they are costing Chip from Space money and time. However, both players... Oh man, I didn't even see this. Huge, like, Chip from Space even juked me. He's got so many farms over here. And AV Ultima may not have scouted it. He's only got the one. I don't even know how I got there. I'm very inattentive and a bad commentator, and I should be fired. But, you know, toads everywhere, some of them dying, and I'm just kind of watching as all of this ridiculousness explodes. But with all this micro he's doing, AV Ultima is not scouting, so he has no idea that Chip from Space just has all the money in the world right now. And he's going for the Falcons. We saw a lot of Falcon play from Hype earlier, and it was Hype. AV Ultima banking up a lot of dough, and didn't exactly see what he spent it on. Looks like farms. And it looks like he, from the high ground, he has seen Chip from Space's farms over here, and he's going to be able to wipe those out actually really quickly, and there's nothing Chip can do about it. It was good, but now it's become a disaster. Cheeky expansion did not work out, and now Chip from Space's only option is to try to push in against mines, toads, and ferrets, which are alone. But here come the lizards. They're already here. And there's only so much you can do. That's a huge amount of farms lost. Chip down to 4 compared to AV Ultima's 8. And despite the fact that Falcons are, in fact, good units, even if they are Hawks, I don't know. That is a huge loss for Chip. He has barely any farms now. 3 to AV Ultima's 7. AV's got more than double his farming potential. But he does have, for the moment, a couple Falcons in. AV Ultima is going to lose a Warren, but he's holding back for now. Waiting for the right time to strike. Trying to get the toads to go in and get some good explosions. They are all going to die. And AV Ultima is actually losing a few Warrens here. These Falcons are doing work. One will go down, but not the other. And now AV is like, well, I don't have enough lizards to take him down. What he does have, though, is one good base. And he's definitely out farming Chip from Space. He does need to... Chip's actually starving now, so that's something he has to contend with. It's going to be somewhat of a base race type scenario. And as long as AV Ultima just kind of sits back here. This is a really interesting situation. Chip has got to both get to and destroy this gristmill in 38 seconds. Or, you know, just build a farm. Which it looks like he will be opting to do instead. That's going to give AV Ultima a route back into this game. Going to throw down some Lizard Warrens. And he's kind of falling back here a little bit. Man, Chip has got... He needs a farm now. He's dropped one, so he's no longer starving. But, man, he was close. And now AV Ultima, in his haste, has actually laid out a pretty good pattern of mines here. But I can't tell whether or not Chip is actually going to be able to get up this cliff on the side over here. He's got the 9 lizards, and we've gone back to very early game. We've basically restarted the game, except Chip's even further behind now. But he does have the Falcons, and those are going to hold him in the game for now. Ultima, on the other hand, maybe looking at taking another expansion, or at least scouting out and seeing what's going on. He knows where Chip is. He knows what Chip has. The question is, what is he going to do about it? And the answer, I feel, is more lizards. But he's got to finish up all these farms and make some progress. A boar wouldn't be terrible, but boars can't hit falcons. So you're either trying to snipe the gristmills out from under him, or just kill all his units. In accordance with the chat, yes, this should be over. And so, Chip desperately trying to claw his way back into this game. He's got farms, he's got warrens, he's in there. Avi Ultima kind of needs to hit a timing window or else he might be out of luck because Chip is matching his unit count, or better, with the Falcons. Av needs to pinpoint the Falcons and take them out, but that's not easy in a game where you can't just right-click on a unit for micro. He's taking out a Warren. I don't know if that's the target he wanted. He's spending a lot of food on making these mines. I feel like AV Ultimate, what he really needs to do in this case is be expanding. He can take that gristmill that Chip had. Those aren't farmed out. Some of them haven't even worked on yet. But if he lets Chip back in, which he's currently doing, Chip's basically sitting pretty in the game. Yeah, he could sell the mines as well if he wants to. I mean, hell, Chip's dropping down a bullet hive. He's going to be nice and safe. AV Ultima can't get up there with what he has currently. He is building a gristmill. I don't know if that was the place for it, but it's the place he decided on, so I am forced to respect his choices. You see this wine back here? I need some. And Chip from space doing a little bit of preliminary scouting. Now, one thing AV Ultima has done very well is he has set up a pretty good contain for Chip. Chip's not going to be able to really push out past this gristmill because he's just got mines and enemy units to push through in many, many different directions. But AV Ultima is not going to be able to sit on this gristmill forever. One has already been farmed out, so he's got to do what he's got to do. AV Ultima getting the farms up 9-8 now. The farms have completely evened out, and army value, honestly, if we look at it, AV Ultima is still ahead, but not by as much as you would think. AV Ultima doing is he's scouting for something sneaky, and he's not finding it. It's really just simple, solid mechanics. Two very well placed turrets and just farming on high ground. And AV Ultima doesn't have anything to provide flying vision, so there's only so much he can do. He's going again for the ferrets, which isn't a terrible call. He's trying to push up there and see what's on the high ground, if anything, but there's only farms. AV Ultima is just trying to position his army in a way he finds comfortable and functional. And you know what? More mines, because why not? Oh yeah, he does have barbed wire. That is an option. And honestly, Chip doesn't have anything to attack the barbed wire. Actually, I don't know if Uncle Butters can hit it. But nah, more mines. More mines, fam. That's what we need. It's the good stuff. 15 lizards, honestly not a lot compared to 6 falcons. Oh my goodness. The Falcon Gambit coming out from Chip from Space. Definitely taking a page from Hype's book here. He's definitely attempting to prove that he's earned a strawberry, and he can fight his way back into an 11-minute, 30-second game, which in this game is a year. 11 minutes is almost unheard of in this game. We're actually looking at a farm out situation here pretty soon. We got a standoff by this little river. That bullet hive will be going down, and the ferret will remain safe for now. But, you know, you can't hit flying units with artillery. One falcon's gone down is at the price of quite a few lizards. But those ferrets are doing work, being able to take out the bullet hives. AV Ultima can actually potentially rush in with the toads and the lizards and just kill everything. But I don't know if that is the play. AV Ultima throwing out a few more lizard warrens. That is a lot of toads he has. Astute observations from the chat. These ferrets are really putting in almost all the work, taking out these. There's not a whole lot that Chip can do about these warrens. They're just going to go down. He's got to build them further back. Those 6 falcons, and he's got a boar on the way. Boar is actually going to decimate AV Ultima's army if he gets things off. But AV Ultima's coming too, because, you know, it's going to be Butters versus Butters here in the ultra late game. AV Ultima taking out one farm, looking for a second, not finding it, instead opting for warrens. He's trying to make his units target down farms. That's the second farm down. And he's still not lost the ferrets. He might actually be sitting really pretty to take this game here. He never did kill that gristmill, so to actually finish the game, he would have to kill it as well. But he's splitting his units pretty effectively. He's actually... Oh, goodness. He might be about to take down the boar. Which is so close to coming out. But it does get sold at the last possible second. Now, Chip from Space starving. 15 seconds left. And it looks like that might be game. Incredibly hard fought. But AV Ultima is going to take his game. Sending it to a decisive game 3. Impressive play from both players, but we got to decide who's better. And that's going to be game 3. Rest assured I am in fact still here, and I'm not sure what's going on. I'm getting messages here and there. Scrolling down. Yeah, I got nothing. Where did AV Ultima go? I mean, it's only the greatest RTS of all time. What's Brood War? Yeah, it's only 7:20 here, so I'm just kind of chilling. Wondering where AV Ultima is. He probably needed a break after that game. I know I would. Okay, he must have had to reboot the game and or the computer. I did like Warcraft 3. 4:20 a.m. for a LOL Steamroller. Oh, lobby bug. I'll remake. Boys.
Once again to rise from my grave.
Alright, so Chip's here. Chip's ready. Ultima is somewhere. What is happening in the Discord? Flippity floppity bake. Does anyone want my pancakes? Yes, Pulse. I love pancakes. Pancake emoji.
I'm stuck on Neo controls.
What did you just say? You're stuck on Dio controls?
I'm stuck on Neo controls.
I thought you said Dio controls. Zawaruda!
このディオだ! Dang it, I'm thinking of Chinese grammar.
Я понял, что ты только что сказал.
Right?
Конечно. Still waiting on AV Ultimate to decide his last couple of units. I'm glad the chat is enjoying this interaction. The lack of singing during downtime is draining my soul.
You want me to sing?
Can you hand me my banjo? Oh, wait. We're almost, AV Ultima's making the hard decisions here.
Oh, I guess I was supposed to parry that.
Does he really need the renter's insurance or no? Pro tip, yes. Yes, you need the renter's insurance. Hey, Poison Gloom picked up a word. Awesome. I'm telling you, dude, that book. Yes, I actually have a banjo. I'll go get it right now if AV Ultima is not about to pick his last unit. Actually, I'm not really that good at playing the banjo. I've practically forgotten my chords. Redneck Justin Bieber. That would be hilarious, actually. Alright, match is finally starting. He's decided on ferrets, which, I mean, didn't seem like a hard choice to me because they basically won him that last game. But let's have a look at the map, shall we? Several ways up to AV Ultima's base. He's got this nice little cubby hole right here. And he's got one decently close expansion with a couple others that are further out. But Chip is in no man's land. He's got a moat. He's entrenched behind some high ground. And honestly, this is probably his closest expansion. That or this one. Banjo commentary. Banatary. Sing. You don't want me singing commentary. Singing Terry. What the hell is going on in my chat? We don't need commentary, just banjo.
Nope.
Got a little bit of frame rate issue, but that might be just on my end.
Can't beat this crystal lizard. Nope.
Strawberry sing-along commentary. If only you have sing-along of like my I've had several glorious rants on this stream. Namely the one about Neapolitan ice cream sandwiches. That's probably my most important rant. Like, if I die and like I'm allowed to give last words, like one final message to the world, that's going to be my final message. Start with the strawberry end, you morons. If you start with the chocolate end, you've wasted 2/3 of the flavor of the sandwich. Rapping and banjo. That doesn't sound like a good mix. What does sound like a good mix is lizards and toads, which are being built by ship from space in this little corner over here.
Nice transition.
Where, thank you. Whereas AV Ultima is putting some mines on the high ground here. Only on word 80 of that book. Like, well, the first 100 words are the most important. The first 1,000 words are the most important. And lizards moving quickly. They're also important. Chocolate straw. Okay, so a Neapolitan ice cream sandwich has 3 stripes of ice cream flavor: strawberry, vanilla, and chocolate. In that order. If you start from the chocolate end, you get too much sweetness, and the chocolate kind of coats your mouth, and then you can barely taste the vanilla. It just tastes like cold. And then when you get to the strawberry part, it just kind of tastes tangy and weird.
You know, I found that most Neapolitan ice cream is just really low quality on all 3 flavors.
You can get the hell out. How dare you insult my favorite dessert? Well, it's not tiramisu. It's like, how dare you insult my favorite cheap dessert?
I'm just saying that most of the time it's not done well.
Have you ever had Bluebell? Bluebell does it the best. Bluebell is like the best ice cream. It's going to make ice cream great again.
That's what everybody from Texas says.
Well, it's what I say too, and I'm from North Carolina, so you know what? Maybe the people in Texas were right on this one.
Anyway, I don't think Ben & Jerry's makes a Neapolitan, so I can't really comment.
I mean, Ben & Jerry's, like, they make what I call meme ice cream, where it's like they make these really silly flavors that are sometimes good and sometimes just dank.
Anyway, they're from where I'm from.
Okay. That's reasonable then. AV Ultima's really pulled all of his units up here, and in the center of the map, he does have a couple of really well-placed mines. He just kind of said, yeah, this hill is mine, and this hill is also mine. I'm king of the hills. I come on, public broadcasting, and I'm a cartoon from the late 90s. Bruh! Dang it, Bobby.
That boy ain't right.
I will never forget the episode about Arizona. Now I'm in Arizona. 104 degrees? It can't really be that hot, can it?
No, it was Bobby that said that.
Oh, was it? It's like I'm standing on the sun. And here comes the boar that I didn't see being built because I was too busy joking and memeing. Oh, God, I'm a terrible commentator. Fire me. It's going to force AV Ultima back, but we'll see which of the units end up hitting these mines first because they are, like, right here. The toads have exploded the toads. And that one mine is kind of out of commission, and I don't think he's actually going to hit the other one. So stuff is burning, and grist mills are being built. And, oh, that's one Warren gone, and AV Ultima's units are coming out to try to stop this, but they're just melting. Uncle Butters has got their number, and he's serving up dinner. It's deep fried, country fried, comes with a sweet tea. Like, you go in the restaurant, you order tea, and they bring you a sweet tea. They know what you want. You want it fried, just like those units.
Fried sweet tea?
Yes. That might be possible. If it is, we'll be the first ones to figure it out. But what is not looking possible right now is AV Ultima's comeback, and it looks like it's going to be a 2-1 for Chip from Outer Space. He's got a lot of units up here, but honestly, those are primarily for Toad Warrens. So he's got the bombers, but he doesn't have anything to back him up, and like Chip knows where to go. Granted, AV Ultima has pretty much every other expansion on this map, but what is he going to do with them? Oh, I mean, he can take it. He could base race this right now. It'd be so slick. AV Ultimate has only got 2 bases. And if he could build a farm, well, the problem is now he's stuck in the moat. And he's... Oh, that wasn't what he wanted at all. He's got to build a farm, and he's got to build it now. Granted, he did finish killing this middle base. But Chip has been going behind him building. It's just game of expands. So he's going to go back and try and build this one because, I mean, I guess it's his best choice to get him back in the game. And if he catches this one out, he... What am I watching? It definitely is not over until he's dead.
Okay.
He's got to get a farm down somewhere. He's got 2 options. He's going to juke left or right. Or neither. You got to pick something, man. You got 10 seconds. Granted, Chip is now starving as well. Well, he's got to go low. 5, 4. Is he going to make it? Oh, he can make it. He can make it. He did not make it because he ran out of food. Chip will advance after an incredibly silly Game 3, both in commentary and play. Chip wins with it being 1-1-1 for a grand total of 3 games. And we've advanced on into semifinals. We're going to have Hype and Ship from Space. We're going to have Law, Steamroller, and Zinniu. And I will remake the lobby just in case.
Dang it.
Dang it, Bobby.
No, I was all set to defeat the first boss on the first try, and then I did something stupid.
What are you playing?
Dark Souls, baby!
Dank Souls? He's playing Dank Souls. At least it's not Marvel. Marvel, baby.
Marvel, baby!
Where's Marvel? Fun fact, I really don't like Marvel.
It's okay.
But the real question... Oh, Chip locks it in before Law Steamroller does. Meaning Law Steamroller is going to be probably going for some Archimedes. So I should change his color to yellow.
Agamemnon, wife of husband of Clytemnestra.
Say what now? What?
Nothing.
What happened?
Nothing.
LSR plus. Что сделал?
Лыковласта.
Oh yeah, it is Hype's turn, so, well, I mean, Hype will take the color anyway. I don't know why, I'm just not properly hosting right now. So we'll flip him around, boycotting the lack of banjo.
Alright. Playing Get Greedy Souls here.
You see, I've gone to the next step. I at least took the kitchen furniture out of the box. Now I've got to assemble it. It doesn't look like it's going to be that hard. It's a little closer to the futon that you're sitting on right now than it is to all the other crap that kind of fell apart. It's got like these Allen key screws and such.
Oh yeah. I got a fancy share.
Oh, did you now?
Yeah.
What kind?
The same kind, except a different color and appropriate for my height.
Sponsored by DX Racer. Anyways, going to game one of Hype versus Chip from Space.
What was the... There was some broken English phrase on the box, and I can't remember what it was.
I don't know. Like, I have no idea what you're.
What I'm alluding to.
Oh wait! Is this dude making Pikmin memes in here? Is that what that was? This sounds like the Pikmin being pulled out. The super high pitched like. If it wasn't, I totally read too far into it. But this game does kind of play a little similar to Pikmin, so like. Either way, you know. We'll go with that. It's just a... If we were normal people, we wouldn't be watching people play video games because we're a special kind of people. We're the best kind of people. We're going to make people great again. 3 and 3 is the number of squirrels coming out from both players.
I hear the next thing we have to make great again is ICBMs.
ICBMs, eh?
Yeah.
That's what I say when I see people trolling and being generally mean-spirited in the chat. ICBM. His monkey emotes don't work. You are a monkey. You see, that's BM right there. There's BM going on in the chat. And I don't mean bowel movements. I mean bad manners. It's a crappy joke. Chip from Space, definitely diversifying both his portfolio and his army, where Hype is going for the super early skunks. A tactic I've not seen since like late October. And I mean, I don't know if it worked then, because that's a while back. Lots of quality mines going down from Hype. Seeing that they have done some work, at least in favor of AV Ultima. Twitch Turbo. Hype's got this high ground expansion here, 2 levels up. Lots of things are exploding, hopefully giving Hype a little bit of an advantage here. He is able to push Chip from Space back, who retreats with only 1 pigeon and 1 toad. But this early in the game, reinforcements come pretty quick. Hype trying to pull ahead in the farm count. Chip yet to expand, even though he has his choice of places to do so from. This is an interesting little expansion right here. But, you know, he's just saying, no, I want to fight now. I'm pushing through. And unfortunately, the toads being out in front, they do get shattered first. And Chip decides, I'll fall back. But the skunk squad has arrived. A pair of them is ready to launch some gas. And more mines have been placed. They're pushing for a warren. I don't know if they're going to get it, but they are getting a lot of gas damage down on these squirrels. But he did lose both skunks, which is no bueno. Kind of unfortunate. So it looks like Hype will be losing this expand. Not sure exactly why he took it, but you know, I'm sure he had his reasons. But now with all the healing going on, Chip is kind of pushing around the side. He's going to discover this high ground farm. And we got another fight going on. The Toad, I have become William Shatner. And as I was saying, that Toad explosion did a huge number on Hype's army. And even though he's got more skunks out, he's already lost one. Actually, no, he didn't. I lied. Or maybe one just came in a little faster. Either way, he's got to be careful with his expensive units like this. And unfortunately, they don't hit the pigeons, which are flying. Or this falcon, which is also flying. So I think Chip has kind of made the appropriate tech switch here. And he will be able to take out this gristmill, leaving Hype on a single base and kind of stuck in a corner. And so, barring any miracles here, which I don't see coming soon, looks like this is Chip's game. Hype sees it as well, and we'll call the GG. And the KSR will feast. I like to keep my streams consistently low quality. We got some quality monkeys for Twitch Turbo. We got Dan's games going on. Everybody show me your wide variety of kappas.
What kind of build should I do?
If what I've seen on YouTube is any assistance, I say you do the build where you roll around the side of the person like 16 times and then stab them once and kill them with one hit.
That's boring though. I don't want to be a fisher.
Well, just do what you feel like, man.
God. You're no help.
It's no use.
It is of no use, as they say. You can actually. Oh, you watched that speedrun.
Which one? The
Sonic 06?
yes, I unfortunately watched. Well, the speedrun was great, but I've unfortunately also played the game.
Oh, I haven't.
I highly recommend it. It's an exercise in wanting to kill everything.
Yeah, I've always wanted to try it just to see how bad it was.
Oh, no. I can hook you up. Don't worry. And I got the PS3 version, which is even worse.
Oh, man. That's what's up.
Oh, yeah. The other thing that is up is both players opting for 8 farms pretty early on. And Hype still just deciding, nah, tier 3s are an abomination and we don't need them. What we do need is first unit snakes. I don't think I've ever seen that before. We'll see how it works out for him. Chip from Space is going to scout that, but he might assume it's falcons. And Chip instead is going to sell his building turret and drop like 3 squirrel warrens, because, you know, he can.
Drop it. It's hot.
Both players kind of chasing each other and playing tag, but the snakes are coming out, and I don't think Chip knows what they are. And he's lost his first 2 squirrels to explosions. I mean, erosion. Hype deciding, no, 2's not good enough, we need 4. But Chip may have just scouted that it was in fact a snake. Actually, yeah, maybe. I don't know. There is one sitting on the farm, and Hype has gone for another decently early expansion. Or, you know, just sell it and drop some mines and continue building snakes. I mean, 4 snakes this early in the game is actually really powerful, but you've got to keep them alive. And 12 squirrels kinda is going to decimate them. The snakes are going to need a front line, which Hype is working on, but Question is when it will come. His mine placement, as always, is pretty stellar. And he's poking up here with the snakes, trying to get some pot shots off. That one mine did succeed in going down, so Chip can't see it anymore. Hype steps up, sees what he needs to see, and then backs out. And that's a lot of poison tags going down on the commander. Oh my god, if the commander dies. He did make it back in time, but that would be a huge loss, because then the army would just kind of continue doing whatever the last instruction was. And Hype's like, yeah, no, I actually do want this expansion, and I want to put all my units on the high ground. These snakes look like bananas. They remind me of Venomancer very early in Dota 2 when he looked like a banana. I don't actually like bananas all that much, but I did like banana-shaped Venomancer, because the new one just kind of looks stupid. I've got, like, sets that make him look more like his old self. But you see, he used to just look like a bug. Now he looks like an angry bug. Rant over. Anyway, we need more snakes. Or not. Or, yes, we need skunks, actually. Actually, skunks would be very strong against this current army. Because it's chiefly squirrels with some explodey toads as well. And Hype is just kind of farming up. Chip is slightly behind him in the farm game. But way ahead of him in the small and sacrificable unit game. And, you know, 4 poison tags, that's a lot. And he's going to have to... Whoa, what's going on? Weird delay there. And, you know, more skunks as well. We're just all about the poison. Poison gas, poison tag. It's a very poisonous strategy.
Where's the Venoshock?
And, I mean, it's really, like... It's keeping Chip out, even though he was building a boar. Now he's building a little lower. Like, he can't scout because he's got to continue returning back to his own territory and healing. And I'm behind somehow? I don't understand what's happening with this game. I thought I was watching it live. But I've apparently missed a great fight here. All the snakes are gone and most of the skunks, but like these squirrels are melting in the face of all the skunk gas. And I still feel like things are moving a tad strangely. The skunk's getting off some good gas from the high ground, but they're having to retreat, and there's only so many more places they can run to. Although, I mean, these units are melting in the face of all the gas. But, I mean, one skunk already down, the other is making his last stand here on the high ground. Seeing if he can take out one more set of squirrels. But he's got friends behind him coming in. This snake might actually go down. It does. That's a bit of a costly miss micro there. But one by one, all of these units are coming in and dying to either the gas or the poison tags of Hype's army. And that boar is just kind of stuck. And now lots of poison tags going down on this building. And poison tags can rip apart a gristmill very quickly, even when the snakes aren't actually there. Hype is having to micro his army extremely carefully, but look at all this gas. There's just a solid wall. The squirrels can't even get through without taking more than half their life in damage. And then when they come out on the other side, the snake's just like, hey, yo, sup. However, like, the numbers game is kind of winning. Because Hype's running, he's going to have to wait for his units to start coming back, or at least maybe sell something. Which, I mean, he's got a dearth of mines he might not need. Or he might opt to sell one skunk warren. Even then, he's having a hard time maintaining a continual build. There just comes a point where the money starts to run out, and that point is 5 minutes. Yep, there is no butter anymore. There is gas. There's a lot of fighting happening very quickly, and there's a lot of gas going down. But Hype just... He can't produce units. He's got a huge outflow of economy that he can't keep up with. But what units he does have are doing a substantial amount of damage. He's just having to find the right way in. And he needs to be taking the farms rather than just the buildings. But, I mean, it looks like this gristmill is going to go down now. And that's going to have a huge impact on Chip's farm. He's actually starved now. And he's got to rebuild somewhere, and he's got to do it quickly because you only get a minute. Snake's doing snaky things coming around the side. I mean, so Chip does have a base up here in the corner, but while he moves to it, Hype's just going to come around from behind and eliminate a lot of his warrens. Now, Hype, like, because the game's not over, Hype knows he's somewhere. The question is where. I move away from the mic to cough. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying so hard. But yeah, we don't need warrens where we're from. What we do need is one single farm and 9 squirrels. But Hype has he's found the honeypot, and Chip, try as he might, is gonna have to hold with it. Whereas Hype is putting down pigeons and more skunks because he needs them to wipe out 9 squirrels. Oh, he wants the high ground. The high ground vision, I understand that, but he doesn't want to throw this away. I understand that. Butters, Uncle Butters is the name for the boar. He's making his final push up to the high ground here, and all the poison is rending apart these squirrels. There's just no more farms. 15 seconds to starve out, and there's nothing left for Chip to do. So Hype's actually going to take it to a 1-1. Doing a very Hype job of staying alive in this series. Actually, it's Uncle Butter. Yeah, but nobody calls him Uncle Butter. He's Uncle Butters. Like, Uncle Butter is a stupid name. Uncle Butters, like Butters from South Park, is, you know. What? What's all the re going on in my chat? You guys aren't seriously screeching, are you? Oh, yeah. Game 3, let's see what we see. We see Pepe's in chat, or at least OS Frogs and Komodos. The strawberry hath decreed it, therefore you know it to be true. I love this chat. You guys are hilarious. Uncle Margarine. Strawberry I didn't mispronounce anything. Poison glum. Oh, wait, nope. Game's not starting. We gotta pick a last unit. How would you say Uncle Margarine in Chinese?
That's a good question.
It's your dad's brother. I know, like, that specifically matters in Chinese.
Older brother or younger brother?
Older brother.
Okay, I think that's Shoo, but I'm gonna check.
And Hype just dies. He's got one high ground expansion nearby him, and Chip has this really weird one, but he's got another one right here. And I feel like this entire bottom half of the map is probably going to go north. What's margarine?
Literally artificial yellow oil. But I mean,
Well, I mean, that's what it is, so.
right, but Chinese is just way too literal.
I don't even know what butter is in Russian. I think it's just masla.
So it would be like 人造黄油国父.
That's too many syllables to say gyedya masla. We need more languages, folks. It is too late. You should sub to Strawberry if you're not already. Or, well, actually, I don't take subs, but I do take follows. And apparently we're also taking, you know, first unit snakes again because it worked last time, so there's no reason it should. Oh! Oh, the pigs! The pigs with the hyper play of the century. And more, Of the century! These squirrels are like, nope, I'm gonna take the long way around. But now there's a snake! Ah, it's a snake! But there are quite a few squirrels, which are now running away from said snake. What is it, margarine or margarine? Is it the ja that looks like a spider, or is it the ga that looks like a two lines in a shape? That's the least accurate description ever of what ga is. Hype again with these hyper early expansions. That's just his thing. He likes building T2s super early, and he likes taking the world's earliest expansions. Chip likes, we got some Jada Masla out here. Margarine, Jada Margarine. He's being built in the back corner. I would love to try commentating Russian, but I just don't think it would work because I think I'm just missing too many words.
I would not want to try commentating in Chinese because I can't commentate in the first place.
It's not that hard. You just look at what you're watching and then you talk about it. Yeah, there's only so much I can do. Like, I don't have a Russian accent. I've never been to Russia. I don't have any Russian relatives. I just learned. Не знаю, что я делаю.
Whatever you say.
Yeah! I speak Russian with like a strong Brooklyn accent. I don't even think I could do a Brooklyn accent.
There are some people in my Japanese class in college that managed to speak it with a Western accent or a Southern accent. It was pretty special.
Onanako wa Jusu Onande Amasu.
No, but literally. That's what they would do. And they thought it was right.
Yatak Magoo Gavarit Peruski. Я хочу сделать Америку отличной опять. Нам надо построить стену. Now, like, approximately 2 people in the chat should be laughing right now. I'll let one of you translate what I just said. Oh, huge.
It doesn't work as well for Chinese. It works wonderfully for Japanese, but not so much for Chinese.
As I'm sitting here watching this, Spanish, I used to speak Spanish. Yo puedo leerlo, yo no puedo hablar, porque cuando yo pienso en otros idiomas, yo pienso primero en el ruso y segundo en el español. No puedo. Oh, man. We got, this boar is really keeping hype contained, and my hype is mainly going towards dumb jokes. I mean, he's got snakes. He's got snakes for days. And he's got plenty of skunks, but what he doesn't have is a way to get out of this corner. Although the 13 poison stacks, I don't care how many pigeons you got, that dude was gone. And it looks like he's actually going to mop up this army pretty well. Yeah, I do love languages. That's kind of my thing. Like,
I don't. I'm just good at them.
yeah, well, yeah, just I'm trying to learn Japanese, but I also have like a really busy work schedule, and like I'm
Dude,
busy.
I know Japanese. You didn't ask me for help once.
Go look at my books over there on that crappy flimsy bookshelf and tell me if they're like decent.
I don't know if your books are decent.
Look inside them and tell me if they're good. You know what good language material is.
I have a general idea, I guess, but I don't know.
Meanwhile, on the hype looking to potentially eliminate our previous Strawberry Cup champion just by, you know, snaking it. And Yep, he's got Chip down to his initial base, which only has one remaining farm, and Uncle Butters is gone. He's falling back to his borders so he can heal up. I mean, granted, this is a one-farm game on both sides. Now Chip is starving. It's a zero-farm game. Yeah, hype is hype. Chip has put another expand down here, and he's dropping some mines, but he's still got to actually build the farm. Hype is making sure he's got some farms. Now he's coming in trying to finish off what's left of this base. Oh, man, if he gets the... Oh, the burrow, he just barely makes it out. But that Warren's dead, and this gristmill's not long for life, especially after this fight. I mean, it looks like Chip might be done for. He's doing his best to micro. He's going to fall back, and he's going to build another farm, but I don't know what good that's going to do him, honestly. One Warren down, and now Hype's got to go expansion hunting.
You can carry with two-handing a katana in this game?
He's beelining right for it. He's going to find the mines, most likely. They did explode, but it's not going to do enough, and it looks like that's going to be it. Hype wins. Hype is taking down Chip from space. That's extremely hype. And Hype's going to be moving on to the grand finals. Next, we're going to have Lol Steamroller and Zinyu. I think that's how you say that. And I'll make another lobby because, you know, we need one.
Carriers are a little bullshit. I'm starting to get tempted to use the cheese strat. I didn't want to do it.
You going to use that queso?
I may have to apply queso.
You got to throw craft singles at it? You got that Velveeta?
Dude, this is even worse. It's like... No, you already said Velveeta.
Yeah, I've already... My jokes are too far ahead of you. It's like I'm stopping time.
Masaka!
My secret is, I am stopping time. Sawarudo! Shat's victory wiggle. Shat's kind of reminds me of Toby Wan from Dota. Chip. And we're just, you know, we're rolling right into the next game. Zinyu actually, oh man, the cheese is strong with this one. This man has invested in the power of Sur. He's got the moles, he's got the chameleons, he wants to melee stuff. Speaking of melee, Law Steamroller's running with a fox, so, you know, there's that. Okay, congratulations, you've watched more JoJo's than me, and you know how to pronounce the words.
It's not hard, dude.
Well, yeah, it's not hard when you already know it. Like, I'm too busy losing at King of Fighters, and losing at Tooth and Tail, and losing speedruns.
Nah, you'll win at Evo.
No, straight up, no. I swear this right now. If I can go to Evo, and if Pokken is going to be at Evo, I will enter Pokken, and I will, like, grind Pokken as hard as possible, and actually get a good placing. Because, like, if I can get the leave, like, it's only that weekend, so I only have to take, like, 2 days off. So if I can take off for that weekend, and I can make it up to Evo, and I can, like, Pokken's there, I will enter Pokken. I will play Pokken, I'll play BlazBlue. But these guys are playing tooth and tail, and more specifically, Zinnia is playing with chameleons because he's all about that Dark Templar life.
Dude, you gotta rush Dark Templars.
Especially when there's actually not any vision in this game. So, there's like, oh yeah, you're going to build a mine? I'll build a mine on your mine. He actually sells his mine. It's no longer yours, it's mine. But he's waiting on the chameleons to come out. He might go with only the two. It's so early game. You can actually probably get a lot of mileage out of just 2 chameleons. The question is, what is he going to do making it across this pass here? Yeah, those lizards seem larger than I remember them. They're definitely taking down a lot of... Oh man, this chameleon's revealed himself. He did win the fight. But he's already revealed the fact that he does in fact have a chameleon. And soon he will have 2 chameleons. And Law Steamroller understands that he does in fact have chameleons, and so he's got to tech accordingly. And the tech is lizards. Lots of them. So, you know, we're just going to set up here at this little crossing, and because lizards are technically melee, that barbed wire is going to go down. I think Zinnia, yeah, he's actually got like every melee unit in the game other than mice, which come out of owls. So it's not actually a unit you can build. Because it's his turn again. He didn't lose. He won. And we're sneaking through. I mean, Law Steamroller probably knows that he's sneaking through. Or maybe not. Maybe he's not sneaking through. I mean, I don't want to keep making this joke, but Law Steamroller has built a wall. And it looks very much like Zinnia's going to have to pay for it. And we got moles going down as well. He's coming around the side here. Law Steamroller has broken through the wall, potentially. And a huge fight erupting as happens. That tends to happen. And, I mean, they're still fighting. And these lizards are getting up a ton of damage. All of Law Steamroller's lizards have melted due to those chameleons. Isn't a chameleon a type of lizard? This dude's slaughtering his own brethren. But he is now having to go invisible. Very solid micro coming out from Zinnia. Oh my god, these lizards are just running straight into the slaughter. And Zinnia decides enough is enough, I need an expansion. And the Law Steamrollers are like, no you don't. And he's like, yes I do. No you don't. Yes I do. No, nope, yes I do. This is quality commentary right here, folks. And it turns out with $30,000 raised, yes I do wins. And so we will be killing the animals and saving the frames.
What's in the door?
Now, Zinnia trying to make his way around the corner here, and you know, just we're going to hit some barbed wire. That's a worthwhile usage of our time. Yeah, it should be on the challenge. And a lot of lizards being lost to these mine explosions. Actually, all the lizards being lost to these mine explosions. But it's okay, because he's got toads and he's got chameleons. So, you know. A huge fight occurring right here on this, the Yes We Do. People spamming my link in chat like it's a copy pasta. Scouting is happening. You know, every time Zinnia scouts, Law Steamroller is probably scared that he's got the chameleons with him. Which, I mean, he does have the chameleons coming that way. And they're actually going to dodge this mine. So I'm imagining that this... he's trying to be sneaky. Like, Law Steamroller knows that those chameleons are there. And they will automatically attack on sight anything they see if they're not being actively microed by Zinnia. So he wasn't able to just leave them there. However, he has mostly recouped his forces. He's somewhat ahead in the farm game. Like, this is an extremely low farm game for a Law Steamroller. And, you know, let's plant mines. Why not? It's an extremely well-defended little bullet hive formation. Now, both armies just staring each other down. Now, Lost Steamroller has decided enough's enough, and he's going for the fox. But, oh man, this is just a horrible fight for Zinniu based on the way the positions ended up coming out. But, I mean, he's recovered it just because chameleons are strong. And he doesn't have the food to get that fox out. Now he's sold the fox, and he's struggling desperately to remain in the game. As chameleons bash apart his base, and he's had enough. So Zinniu's actually taking round 1. Good show from all the Archimedes players. Come on, Quartermasters. Y'all need to step it up. And Lost Steamroller will hop out.
Let there be rolling. So safe for Broncos.
I need a stretch. Oh, we've changed the Bella. Wait. Nope. We're staying on Archimedes. Oh, my back. Oh, God. That was a good pop. Rip Strim? Is the Strim rip? Strim shouldn't be rip. I've only dropped 714 frames. Who's next? Let's go. Lost Steamroller this time deciding that owls are the option. So Zinniu definitely on the highest of ground, while Steamroller on the other hand is in the lower grounds. And he's, oh man, this is kind of a tough map for him. His closest expansion is quite far. And, you know, I'm just going to not micro the screen for a bit. Yeah, Zinniu's got a pretty easy expansion to get to, and another one that's still fairly close. So they're scouting each other for now. Not really expecting much to be done until 8 farms are up. Well, we got 8 farms. Let's see some units. My commentary grows less and less professional as the night rolls on. And, oh no. Zinniu's deciding that mole cheese is the answer. Oh no, he's not. Mole cheese has been successfully scouted, and it will be completely denied. Well, Steamer decides he's made that Zinniu's made too much of a economic investment in the moles, and now it's time for a bunch of lizards. And I kind of like this call on the early ferrets from Zinniu, but well, Steamroller says no. We need lizards now. He's trying to snipe farms early on. He'll get one. He got one. And now he's gonna have to fall back. He's still got a. He's outnumbering. Well, he was outnumbering Zinniu. Now he's falling back. An attorney where the players talk while competing. I don't think so. Yeah, maybe the 2v2. All right, we got moles embedded in the army, mainly just as tanks. They do absorb a lot of damage, but Lost Humor are coming out on the head of that engage, trying to take out another farm, but just by the time he gets up to the top, those pigs are doing too much damage to him. So he's just gonna continue letting his farms build. Ow. And maybe opting for early tier or a tier 2 or at least tier 3. He wants the Falcons. That'll help exponentially with that high ground issue. So then he is going to see the tier 3 going or tier 2 going down. So we got more squirrels and more squirrels. Actually, only more squirrels, not more squirrels. But we do have Falcons on their way as well, and it's getting about to that point now where the squirrels are outnumbering lizards and taking more down than they're worth. So now we're on 8 squirrels to no lizards, and this is looking like at least a somewhat of a loss for a Lost Steamroller. Potentially a significant one. He's coming in trying to absorb some of the damage. He's got his own squirrels out now, but here's the falcon. That's what he needed, but he also needs to not lose this falcon. Oh, he micros it back. But he's still losing warrens as well. He's in a very tough position overall. Falcon goes down, and LSR's backed up into a corner. Just he's got another falcon, and that is assisting to push away some of the squirrels, but too many squirrels. That falcon goes down. All Steamroller seems to be stuck between a rock and a hard place. And slowly squeezing in. One farm goes to 2. And it looks like just as the reinforcements pour in one by one, Zinni seems to have taken the game already. While Steamroller's not without ways back into the game, but it's going to require Zinni backing off of him, or at least making a huge blunder. And he needed that bullet hive maybe to be positioned a little further back. But now he's got 2 falcons up. He might be able to push back the squirrels at least for a little bit. Which 1, 2, 3, 4 of them fall, and he's going for a 5th. But now he's lost that falcon as well. Just trying his best to defend from the stream of squirrels coming in. And now he's probably going to get the bullet hive up, and that will help significantly. But, oh, he's lost the squirrels. The bullet hive, the only thing standing between, well, him and a falcon. Okay, now he's stabilized a little bit. The bleeding has stopped. But, I mean, Zinni did commit a lot of resources to that in 5 minutes. Zinni's actually behind on farms now. And LSR can rebuild his. We'll see where it goes from here. Zinni still has a lot more units. It's kind of amazing that LSR didn't go for the static defense a little sooner. But he's doing what he has to do. We'll see what Zinni's option is here. Just the option is squirrels. More squirrels, lots of squirrels. Build a farm, and squirrels. Oh man, I love Star. I want to get a group together and play like a huge, like, large party Starbound. And have like 2 opposing tribes or something, but we'll see. Huge amount of squirrels coming out from Zinni. While Steamroller rebuilding his army and diversifying it just a tad. But he's going to need, at some point, he's going to have to expand. I mean, as will Zinni. But I like his static defense because Zinni's on the attack now, and he's just going to get absolute... Oh. While Steamroller's dead, and he can't bring in the Falcons, meaning he is going to lose that static defense for now. The Falcons are getting off a lot of good damage. One will die, but he's completely mopping up the 15 squirrels for Zinni. But now it's 3 farms to 2. Steamroller, actually, I think he's saving that red farm. Well, that or he just doesn't have the food to build on it now. But he might be saving it for a starve-out situation. He is slightly ahead as far as food is concerned. But in order to come in, Zinni's going to have to march straight into this static defense. And Falcons. Like, that is a lot of machine gun damage to eat in this extremely low tier and low econ game. They're down to a farm versus a farm. It is extremely tight from both players. And if it goes into a starvation situation, if I'm looking at yeah, Lost Steamroller will win a starvation situation if they don't have any units. But that's it. Still somewhat behind. He's getting a second Falcon out again, so as long as he keeps his Falcons, he's kind of okay. But neither player has much in the way of food. Every squirrel is very important right now. Every squirrel counts. And Lost Steamroller is starving. He wants to delay building this farm as long as possible, if he can. He's going to have to sell something in order to build it, which means he has to repel one more attack. If he repels this attack, he can sell off a warren and he can build that farm. Because he's not farming anywhere right now. And I mean, honestly, Zinni's only farming 1 food per second. Oh no, 1 Falcon's gone down. And the other one taking a significant amount of damage. Now it's squirrels versus squirrels, and Zinni had more squirrels. Well, Steamer has to sell off his Falcon War. He might just be it. And it is. Zinni actually takes it 2-0. And so that will move him on.
There we go. Hey, hey. I got a real sword, but I can't use it. So it goes.
All right. So we have our grand finals, but first we're going to have our bronze match. So that's going to be Law Steamroller versus Chip from Space. So if we can get those guys back in here.
It's not open from this side.
So once again, we will remake lobby. When you win, tell me how. I'm loving this. Banter going on. Alright, so Chip has arrived. So we are in our next to last series of the night. Chip from Space versus Law Steamroller. Going to be playing for bronze here in the bronze match. That's why it's called that. We're all out of salsa. Rip Chip.
I've got some salsa.
I mean, I can make some queso dip as well. Law Steamroller doesn't know what he wants. He does know he wants owls, though. No, this is... Yeah, sure, why not? This is best of 5. I don't know. Yeah, best of 5. Do it. Nope, it's too late. I've already said it's best of 5. I already said the words.
Didn't you say it was already taking that long?
Yes, but I don't care. It's only, what, 8? Yeah. This exceptionally bright yet rainy map, we've got Chip up in the northwest and Law Steamroller down at the bottom, which is also colloquially referred to as the South. I mean, you know, why not? Only 3 hours, should have waited for 4. Yeah, that's AV Ultima's fault. Yeah, we're going to make the, I've decided on the fly, I'm calling audible here, grand finals are going to be best of 12. Well, Steamroller was building a thing there, and then he wasn't. Actually, he's gone for a very cheesy build. He has moles, but he doesn't appear to be building. He's, you know, we're making 8 farms. That's how you play the game. Well, North Carolina is like the in my rule book. If it's south of Virginia, it's still the South. Virginia is still the South. There's your singing, people. I hope you were listening. While Steamroller opting for the 3 toads and the turret. That reminds me of The Trooper by Iron Maiden.
Oh no.
Looks like Chip's gonna get myrtleized attempting to scout. If you say North Carolina is not too country, you ain't been to my part of North Carolina. Oh, he's sold off a lot of stuff. He's doing some shenanigans here. I don't know what the shenanigans are, but he's doing them. And here comes a parade of squirrels. Some of which are being taken down by the bullet hide, but here comes the toads. One gets an explode off, but the rest are just kind of getting shot. So Lost Steamrollers opted to throw back down a turret. And he's building stuff. It seems almost as though he's building haphazardly and at random. He's got snakes, which are actually quite good against hawks. Wait, I kind of trained myself out of my southern accent. If I ever, I generally don't answer the phone when I'm on stream. If you ever hear me answer the phone on stream and my family's calling me, I'll 180 real quick. I will go right back to the country. A farm with horses and bad internet. Yep. That's my home county for you. Horses, bad internet, methamphetamines. Ooh, a badger. Being built. I don't know where badgers are from. I ain't never forget moonshine. We can make moonshine all the time. We actually made homemade wine back home. We made blueberry wine with parts that we bought from the Big Blue hardware store. We kind of rigged up our own homemade distillery. Up. Moles everywhere. He ain't selling them. He wants them. He wants all of them. Whether or not that's the answer to the badger that's going to be out in about 12 seconds, we'll see. Fun fact, Strawberry Wine is actually my PlayStation Network username in Japan, which is what I use to download fighting games before they actually come to the States, because Japan hogs them so they can get better. You heard it here first, folks. They're not actually good. They just hog the games. Uh-oh. Shh. Don't tell him the secrets. We got 3 poison tags on that badger. He's dropping rather quickly, but it looks like he's going to survive for now. With the help of... Oh, no, he dies. He does die. Man, I've not lived with Liff in quite a while. Nah, Liff is not in the background. This is my
Wait, where am I?
New neighbor who has come over to sit on my futon and play games. I forget. I think Liff lives in, Georgia now. I miss him from time to time, but I do not miss him keeping me up until, 1 a.m. when I have to get up at 4 a.m. And, yeah, looking like Chip's come out on the top of this engagement and might be coming out on the top of this game here. I'm kind of run out of things to say, honestly. The snake is doing work. But it's going to be game. Chip from SPAC, according to the thing down here. We'll take game 1. Can I not stretch this out a little further? Is that a thing that works? Is it? Nope. What if I hold Alt? Does that work? What have I done? I didn't want to do this. I need an adult. I didn't want this.
Killed everything and it killed me. In retrospect, I should have seen it coming.
What killed the dinosaurs?
The Ice Age.
All right. Wall Steamroller now opting for the Fox. We have long wondered, what does the Fox say? In fact, it turns out the Fox says, Mission Compre! Chip thinking real hard about that last unit. There's a lot of high ground on this map. Wall Steamroller starting at the top of the mountain. And oh my... Look at the distance between the bases. What is this? You could trip and fall and still be halfway to the opponent's base. We got chameleons on one side, moles on the other. Anime sound. How do you install an anime sound mod for a weapon? Or do I want to know? You just got like a P90 going. Nah, that's the old show right there. That's like the predecessor to JoJo's. Oh my! Did he get stuck in the? He got stuck in the barbed wire.
Well, that's what it's designed to do.
You bring up a strong point. Just some 8-year-old girl saying pew pew. No, we don't need that.
It's fine. It's clever and wholesome. It might not be either of those things.
But I doubt it is. And we got chameleons being dropped already. And we've got the machine guns turret standoff. Wall Steamroller, notorious for these. Actually, she's 200. That is my least favorite thing anyway. Actually, she's 200 and a dragon, so it's okay that she appears to be 14. Brother! If she's 8, I'm 8. Get out, Golden. You're fired. That's disgusting. Oh no, I see what Wall Steamroller is doing here. He's taking this to force his borders out. He's holding the fight here. Like, he hasn't seen the chameleons yet, but... Oh, the borders have changed. And here goes another turret. He's seen the chameleon now. Oh, man. If this chameleon does not get these hits off... Oh. This could be huge, actually. Oh, no. It's machine gun nest time. Now, it's not actually in range to hit any of... Chip from Space's stuff, but machine cheese is real. This is some top quality queso right here. We've got sir самого высокого качества. And we've got Warren's getting hit quite heavily now. Like, Chip from Space is still probably going to win any engage he gets in due to those chameleons, but he can't get super close to those MG nests without just exploding. It's like, Chip's on one chameleon now, and he's just having to sit there and wait. He's got a second one building. All the while, you know. We're approaching 5 minutes. Somebody ought to expand eventually. I mean, Lost Steamroller can start building farms here. He's busy taking warrants. He's trying to push around the sides. And another MG nest. This is kind of funny, actually. I'm liking this. Just MG nests everywhere. And the chameleons can't really do a whole lot against that. I mean, they did manage to take those two down, but at what cost? So we're selling stuff. We're pushing things further forward. Let's just make a wall. How's that going to make America great again? And Chip has somehow broken through all of the barricades. Being good at the game. I like it. Yo. Hey, we got the GG. Chip has gone up 2-0 now. Being good at the game. My God, Poison, that was savage. I feel personally attacked.
Their name is Poison.
Golden Floppy Cow likes cows. Who would have known? I salt about TNT after losing a bunch, then I switched to 20 other games. I say I'm going to learn throat singing and in the stream.
Throat singing is hard, dude.
Yeah, it is. Like, you got to make weird harmonics with, like, your... like, the throat.
Yeah, if you do it wrong, you can rip up your vocal cords, too. It's kind of brutal.
Well, yeah, if you do sword swallowing wrong, you can rip up your vocal cords, too, amongst other things.
Right. But that's a little more obvious.
Well, they left. Maybe they thought it was best of 3.
Another Rajan. Could this be a trap? Tri-finger. Come, dude.
The Kappa Pride. All of the Kappa Pride. I mean, if they, yeah, if they want it to be over, I mean, I guess it's over. Well, I guess if they're not coming back, then it's over and we can move on to grand finals. Let's make it over. I'm lazy. Oh, nope. I think Lost Steamroller wants his chance. He showed up. He's ready. And that was it. What is happening? This was not in the plan. All right, we're going to the potentially decisive game 3 now. I don't even know what I'm watching anymore, man. I don't even know what game this is. Somebody tell me what game this is.
Plants vs. Zombies, Modern Warfare 2.
I like it. New meta. Nah, new meta is just turrets. It's Pokemon Moon. Can I please have a cast form? Please?
No.
You shut up. You actually got one. Alright, game 3, LOL Steamroller versus Chip from Space. Chip currently up 2-0 in this best of 5 series. And he definitely has the high ground as opposed to LOL Steamroller, who has the water ground. And I don't even know what to say about my chat anymore. But, I mean, Lost Steamroller does have a couple of viable expansions. I would probably see him taking this one early. I've zoomed into the sun. Oh, look at that sun effect. Whoever programmed that did a real good job. Good job, whoever programmed that.
This guy totally had an item. Now it's gone.
Well, no, there's a lot of places that you can get a cast for him. Golden? You can get it anywhere that there's a weather effect. But we got a mole rush. And it appears to be an effective one. Well, Steelers throwing down some turrets, but I don't think they're going to be close enough to get the job done here. And that's 3 farms down extremely early on. No, that is okay. Well, then where can you get them? Because that means Cerebi is wrong.
What a waste of time. And money.
Well, he's got the moles, and he's Law Steamroller's banking up. He's looking to do something silly here. Let's just take this expand. That's the plan. His absenteeism is going to tip Chip from space off that something crazy is going on.
Oh yes.
But the question is where?
Oh yes.
He's probably going to build like a... I don't know what he's going to build down here. He's going to build stuff. Probably the first thing is going to be a MG nest. Well, and farms, obviously. But yes, there's the eponymous MG nest. I don't know what the word eponymous actually means. He's got to line it up appropriately.
That's bad.
I mean, there's going to be like 12 lizards here, but... Alright, there's one MG nest. Can he get a second? Because he's going to need 2 to deal with all the stuff. Chip's still scouting. He doesn't know where a Law Steamroller is. This might have been the move that saved him. I'm going to go for a Squirrel Warren as well. I don't know. Oh, no. He's been found. He's been spotted. And this MG nest has tried its little heart out, but I think that's all Law Steamroller had in the tank. And Chip is going to take it 3-0. Being our 3rd place victor for the cup. Oh. Chip wins 3-0. I said Chip wins. Meaning it's now finally time for our best of 5 grand finals. The grand finals. Between Hype and Zinniu. Was that depressed Chip wins? Because my back hurts and it's 8:40 and I've got to drive to Phoenix tomorrow and that's like 2 hours.
I'll stab you in the back. And I take your axe. Why not? Going well so far. Maybe I'll just sneak in, grab the thing, and go home.
Zinniu deciding to represent Quartermaster in this grand finals. Speedrun tourneys. Well, actually, people do have speedrun tournaments, but they're definitely not short affairs.
Depends on the game.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, even if it's a shorter game like DuckTales, there's still plenty of entrants. But let me summon the last of my energy for these best of 5 grand finals. Hype versus Zinniu. Hype spawning on the northern side with a nice little lake on his west, and to his east, a pretty easy higher ground expansion. As for Zinniu, he's spawning in the southwest with a pretty close expansion on the other side of a small moat, and just, he's got his choice of farmland. Looking at the unit comps, Zinniu's going with worked well for him earlier as far as the howitzers and wolves are concerned. As for Hype, I think we can probably expect to see some super early falcons again. I don't know. How do you pronounce it? Poison? I don't speak whatever language that is. And I speak a lot of languages. Poisson.
Means fish in French.
What? Senpai has noticed his people. It is all good. And we got mines going down because, you know, this game didn't have enough explodey stuff before. It's got explodey stuff now. Oh, Shinyu. Okay.
No.
I didn't realize what language it was. I don't know.
That'll be Chinese.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I know now. I didn't know before. I've been educated. You can only change the capitalization. Well, you should make every other letter capitalized, just like your XXX MLG 420 no scope kid XXX Black Death Reaper player 147. Zinio going one set of Squizzards. Hype doing much the same. It's English. Properly English. Clearly, many people are taking advantage of this.
Advanced English for retards.
Shinyu, excuse me, doing a little bit of microing around, attempting to get some pot shots off, but Hype just going to hold his ground as much as he likes and take a reasonably early expansion, as we've seen for him before. Hype's play, I feel like, is mainly characterized by the early Falcons or the early Tier 2s in general and the pre-2-minute expands. Well, we got a small skirmish here. Hype basically positioning himself on top of the Warren, that way he doesn't take as much damage on his actual units, but seems as though Shinny's out-warrened him. Out-warrened him. And now he's going to be pushing in and taking another Warren and some more Lizards. And that could have been actually a crucial fight to lose, because Shinny's pushing in. He is going to be able to take out the expand, most likely. He's just outnumbering the units that hard. Hype dropping a lot of Lizard Warrens, which Shinny may or may not see in time. He's pushing forward to kill this Squirrel Warren. And now he's seen them. So he's going to start taking them out before they actually start producing any lizards. And Shinny taking a very early game 1. And onwards we continue, rolling right into game 2. So looking into game number 2 now. Hype hiding in the back left. Get a higher ground expansion not too far from him. Shinny just kind of hanging out in the middle here. He's got a natural expansion. And again, this is another one of those maps where the players are right next to you. Look at how close the borders are. So there is a top side of this map, and there is one lone sad little tree. Bob Ross, please show up. Give him a friend. If anybody's subscribed to Bob Ross, please post Bob Ross emotes in chat. We need happy little trees. I mean, it might actually be easier to get them in ORAS. But anyways, Shinyu's gone for a decently early mole. Oh, is he rushing? Is he Russian?
Oh, trousers.
Is he Russian? Oh, the one mole's been spotted and not canceled, so
Finally got pants.
not sure what the play is here. He's doing a single mole rush trying to kill his farm. I don't think it's going to work. He sells it off because you can do that. And Shinyu doing the early T2 thing himself, actually going for the ferrets. And the squirrel. Ты русский? Я не русский, я не знаю, кто русский.
Are you a communist?
Of course not. I look like I'm going to protest a Milo speech? What are you talking about? What's all this rip strim stuff? There's no need to rip the strim. But Hype gonna push the borders in his favor by taking this middle area, but unfortunately, unlike LSR, he does not have the MG nests. Shinryu doing his best to hold out until the ferrets come up. And now Hype's just going to be like, well, there goes this expansion. Even only a single ferret's already almost got this thing down to half. So Hype's kind of microing his way around, ready for the push in now. And Shinryu, sensing that the fight's going to happen, is building a mole. And looks like he's actually doing a decent job of taking this fight. Most importantly, the ferret... Oh, never mind. The ferret died. I'm a liar. But there is another ferret on the way, so it's all good. Mole Tactics 2017. You're getting... Oh my god. Okay. I have dropped about 3,300 frames now. I don't know why I'm dropping frames, but I'm dropping frames, and that's not good. But it's on Twitch's end. There's nothing I can do about it. Unless... Are you torrenting things over there?
I'm on my own internet.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Is Beatty torrenting things over there?
Does he not have his internet?
Apparently, the cable people said there's something about a severed line, so they gotta wait on maintenance before they can actually install his. So I gave him the Wi-Fi password. And Hype is getting a decent contain off with the snakes, but Shinryu's got a lot of squirrels to push him back. That snake's gonna die. And looks like Hype is gonna have to start falling back. The mystery competitor is spectating. And that's all she wrote for that particular expand. I have hiccups from my Chinese food. And it looks like Shinryu again is just gonna have the unit advantage here. Exactly why I'm... he's actually got a farm disadvantage. But he's just kind of got a lot of units. I don't know. I really don't know how he got this far ahead. He just did. I guess taking better fights, proper mole usage, proper positioning.
It's all about the micro.
I don't know. I'm not smart. Slideshow for fun. Are we really having problems that big? Well, I will. I might cut the stream after this round ends, which appears to be quite soon, as we're having Hype lose everything. Shinryu going up 2-0 now. I'm sure that would not cause any additional lag.
What is a man?
A miserable little pile of secrets. Alright, I will cut stream really quickly and bring it back up and see if that helps. Let me look at the stream health here on... Yeah, I've been